To the Boxing Rundown, guys. I'm your host, Boxing Ruckus, along with
X-Man. I just hit myself.
And and I have the pleasure of having one of the most exciting persons in boxing, the one and only Cynthia Conte.
Hi guys. Ow, I just hit myself.
Everybody's hitting themselves, man.
No relation to
my
Victor.
back.
Well, I love having you over here. I love it. And you're gonna be back to back.
Right?
So you're happy, right?
I am happy. Always with the golden mic.
Always with the golden mic.
When you were on the first time, there was people asking me if you were that girl.
No,
I'm not. No, there was people asking
Jen
that.
Sushi.
Yeah, and I go, no, that's not her, guys. That's not her.
What the hell? Really?
You didn't get that? Yeah, I got like three
I
people
get
asking.
it. Ye Sports gets it.
Oh, yeah? Just because you're Asian.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, guys.
Dude,
Come on.
This is a 10. Oh. All right, guys.
And a real boxer.
Give them your ads, okay?
Okay, on Instagram at The Real Fight Girl. That's also my YouTube channel. It's all one word. And on Twitter at Cynthia_Conte, Conte. That's where you can find me.
And she is not shy, guys. She will also keep in touch. She will also, if you have some good material, she'll retweet it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I like
so
to
make sure you
share
guys
people's
keep it. Opinions.
Absolutely. And if you have a great interview, I will share it.
And Carol McKenna from Down Under says, hello, Cynthia.
Hello from Down Under.
All right, so here we go, man. Let's get started. We had a lot of boxing this weekend. It wasn't like last weekend where it was dead.
It was nice.
It was
Some
nice.
upsets.
Okay, so you like to take a break?
Yeah, okay, because if you're grinding, it's a little hard.
Are you serious? I hate
hard.
it.
But if you're going back to back to back to back,
You want a break.
It's a little, it gets a little exhausting. Your brain is overwhelmed, and especially if you're editing constantly. Like I think my thumb, I'm having issues now. Like,
You seen carpal tunnel?
yeah, and so that's why I have like a little squeezy. It looks like what is that called?
Don't do that type of gesture. Hey, this is not that kind of show, guys. This is the Boxing Rundown.
The shit emoji. I have that. I carry it with me in my backpack, my work bag.
They did that on the Vargas Cometa fight, though, right? They did this long.
Oh my God, cut it out, bro. All right, let's get started with I'm just gonna go one fight right now that we have on ESPN, Top Rank from Newark, New Jersey. We had the homecoming, right? It was homecoming for him. Mm-hmm. He went back home.
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson versus Alberto Guevara.
He was a replacement.
Exactly, right? Replacement. Yeah. And were you surprised by the result?
No. He needed to win, though. He needed to make a statement, Shakur. But it's a replacement, so.
Okay, but it's.
He's made. I mean, I think his last fight was against Pitufo was
a stronger,
more difficult fight than the guy he was supposed to fight this time, right?
What happened? What happened to him? I don't know.
Supposedly, it was a replacement of a replacement.
Oh.
But he did what he had to do, and
got him out.
It's good.
Cynthia needs a bodyguard, according to Mike Quintana. Why? What's going on, man?
No, he's asking, does.
Oh, does.
Yeah, does.
No, she does anyone, bro. Man, you're bad.
I can take care of myself.
Tescatol, what's up, my man? From Ohio, right? Or no. He's from Cleveland, right?
What's up?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, from Cleveland. All right, man. So we all agree. Is he ready though for that big fight, Shakur Stevenson, to get a belt?
He's on the fast pace. Right?
Yeah.
I think he's ready.
I think that sink or swim. Go find out.
Oh.
He's already compared himself to Mayweather. It's like don't hate. So if you're gonna start comparing yourself, then
okay.
Let's find out. I like him. I really like him.
So who would they give him? They would give him Oscar Valdez, right? That's the only champ that Top Rank has.
Yeah, they said he would be the next one in line.
I think Shakur is the real deal, man. I'm really high on him.
You really high on him?
I think if he fights Oscar, I think he beats Oscar.
Wow.
I think he beats Oscar.
Whoa.
Because isn't Oscar supposed to move up in weight after?
Okay, so
I don't know.
So here we go. So you think Oscar moves up to 130, vacates the belt, and Shakur gets one of those hand-me-downs?
The interim or still whatever they are.
Is that what you're thinking?
Because at first I heard that Oscar would be next in line for Shakur to fight, but after Valdez fought the last time, he said he cannot make that weight anymore.
Right.
So he needs to move up in weight, but he can't wait for certain fights.
But if the money is right, a lot of boxers, what they do is they sacrifice and they attempt to make weight again because the money's right. I mean, we see people who are who are heavier going down, right?
But Oscar did have a very hard time with this last one. He struggled with it. He made weight, but it was hard.
Yeah, hopefully he makes the right decision and not take
Ruben
money.
Guayer says
What's up, Ruben?
he could have fought me and I would have lasted longer. Damn, you guys are
Ruben?
bad. Shakur is not ready to see him. That's what Mike Quintana says. All right, I got you guys.
But you want. That's what makes boxing good. You want to
Interesting.
see
You wanna
people-
see something, yeah,
you don't want to see the same matchups. It's like, come on, let's see what you're made of. Go balls to the wall and just box.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about that Fox Sports card, the PBC one? I'm just going to talk about the two fights I wanted to see, which was Jamal James versus Antonio DeMarco. You predicted it correctly,
Yeah.
right? James by unanimous decision.
Now, this is the same Antonio DeMarco, right?
It is the
Doesn't
same,
he look
but he
totally
looks different, dude.
Dude,
What happened? Did he get plastic surgery?
Something's weird. I was looking at.
Oh, look who joined us, guys!
How are you? Good to see
Ice
you.
got him, dog. Ice got him, but they found out he was illegal. That he was legal. That's what it said.
Finoboxing has just entered the building. It's hot in here, so be ready.
We're talking about DeMarco. Didn't he look different? Like, is it the same DeMarco that stopped
I
growing
said
it?
he got plastic surgery, bro.
No, he got a haircut.
And a beard, and he gained weight.
He gained a little bit of weight.
Wow, I was like, is it the same dude?
Hold on, you saw the fight?
I just watched the end of it. Yeah.
He was one of the few people that
just to go see the results.
All right. So we were surprised with the result, right? It was
I
just
wasn't.
a routine fight for Jamal. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Or were you surprised, Rigo?
I mean, you look at Jamal, he's a big 147.
Exactly.
He did what he had to do. It was, it was more of a brawl than what he wanted to. But DeMarco, I mean, he's his best days are far away.
So they get a name that's kind of a decent name, right, to match them up and sell tickets. And,
I don't know if you guys want to say hi to Tom Lawfer. He's right now on the line. What's up, Tom?
what's up, Tom? How are you?
Finoboxing, with the latest in boxing news, bro. This is from Ohio, my bro Tescatuan.
How come I can never see Tom's things?
All right. Here we go.
Did I get blocked?
All
Number one on the
right.
list.
So let's talk about the upset that I called. I called it, right?
Hold on, you predicted the upset?
Yeah.
Which one of the two?
Robert Hernandez versus
Was that
Gerald Washington.
Okay. I thought we were talking about the other one, Rocky.
We'll
Cut
talk
it
about
out,
that.
cut it out,
Right?
cut it out, bro.
How many upsets?
Come on, bro. Come on.
upsets.
Cut it out, dude. I'm hurting on that one, bro.
We'll talk
Well,
about
we
it.
will talk about
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk about that. We'll get into that one, bro. I'm just working the PBC line
We
right
shouldn't
now.
even have talked about
He needs to work up to
DeMarco.
breaking his
Yeah.
heart.
Let's talk about Gerald Washington back in the right track. Are you guys excited to see the Gallo Negro?
No, I'm not.
No.
Hold on, you're a fan?
I'm a fan of Gallo Negro, right? Roger, we're fans. Gerald's cool with us,
I guess
bro.
that makes two of us. No, I like him.
I like him.
He's
There you go,
yeah,
bro.
he's a good guy. I mean, but obviously when he's faced anyone who's in the top 10, top 15,
Exactly.
he kind of disappears. But it's a good win for the guy. I mean, kind of stay in the mix,
yeah.
get a few more fights at the heavyweight division, and then
But you think he's going to get another shot at any belt?
and who?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
He won't, right?
He may.
He might get the WBA golden or whatever they come
Regular,
up next.
the regular
No,
belt.
the golden one because now they have a different one.
They're coming out with the bronze
The
one
gold
Bronze,
W.
golden. Yeah.
I want the bronze one, bro. All right. Let me see.
Wait, no, he's not gonna get a world title.
No,
Nah.
just like I will.
No.
No, he could, but he has to fight a little, more elite level fighters to get that opportunity.
Out of that card, I just want to give a big shout out to Carlos Valderas, King Carlos Valderas, late replacement too. He was pushed out of TV time,
Why
right?
isn't he on TV?
Well,
I like him. I think he's a good
What do you
fighter.
guys- What do you guys think? Are they not handling him correctly or what?
No, what it was, he had a different opponent, and that
Correct.
opponent actually
Like-
didn't show up.
Oh.
So that was the reason they took him out of the TV and they put the Russells in it instead of Carlos Valderas.
He's
Okay.
gonna fight a Puerto Rican guy.
Right, no. But what
Decent
I'm saying,
fighter.
what I'm trying to say is this:
Why do
we all want to see Carlos Valderas. We all want to see it. He has no hype, but I think people want to see him.
Well, he's Mr. No Hype Needed, so
Right, no.
He doesn't want any hype. Don't
He
hype
doesn't
him
want
up.
any hype.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, we want to see him.
Yeah.
But why aren't we getting to see him? What's going on with PBC? PBC will give me some fights that I don't want to see, bro. But they don't give me Carlos Valderas.
Well, he's barely 9-0. You got to give it a little bit of time. I don't know.
know my
No.
chance.
Out of,
He's
no,
right,
no.
though,
Out of
9-0.
those 9 fights, he's probably been televised 6 times.
Yeah.
And he got injured on this fight, broke his left or his right hand, and then he still was able to knock out the guy. But he was actually injured before, about a year ago, and he was out for quite a few months.
And if you
so
look
that's
at-
the reason why.
And if you
There
look
you
at
go,
it,
guys.
There you
Finoboxing
go,
giving you
you
guys
know.
a breakdown.
and if you look at if you look at his resume too, he does. If you compare Teofimo Lopez's resume against Carlos Valderas, as far as like the wins that their opponents had and losses, they're almost similar. So they're both being moved at a fast track.
Yeah.
Fast pace.
Ristomatic says, "What's up?" Cynthia. Man, bro, he's all crushing on you. Hey, Risto, just send her a bottle of Kettle One right now, bro. We're waiting for it with some ice, bro.
Hey,
Cut
what's
it
up?
out.
What's
We
up,
don't play
Risto?
games.
What's up, Risto? How are you?
Miguel Cubos, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Todo. All right, guys, you guys wanted to get to the upsets. Let's go to the Dignity Center, man. And now it's no longer like the Carson, whatever, that war. Now it's the upset kingdom,
It's
right?
upset, yeah.
All right, so let's
It's
get.
happening again.
I know. Let's start with
Talk
the
about
first
it.
one, right? Eduardo El Rocky Hernandez versus Roger Gutierrez. I feel bad, man, but I'll let you guys break it down and I'll give my opinion at the end. Go ahead.
Okay, look, man. I mean, I was very high on that guy, but
Yeah, we know.
I think he had Roger Gutierrez hurt. He was already bleeding from his mouth. He looked fatigued, and I think he just got anxious and got caught. That's what happens in boxing, man. Now the question is, how is he gonna take this loss? Is he gonna let him affect him mentally? Is he gonna next time he goes in the ring? Is he gonna be gun shy? And when he gets cracked, will he go down again, or will he make this into a positive thing and come out stronger? And I'm gonna put my money that he's gonna make it into turn it into a positive thing.
Yeah.
So
Who wants to go next?
Well, he was coming in, he had 22 knockouts in a row.
Yeah.
He was coming in hot. He actually had faced former champions, stopped him before. Victor Terrazas was one of them, and then Jojo faced him a few years later. He beat Terrazas when he was 18. So this guy was legit. Golden Boy actually had a bid kind of hype to get him as a co-promoter. Eddie Hearn wanted to sign him. So everybody was kind of big on this guy. Now, Roger Gutierrez had a lot of power just like him. It's just simple. Like he said, he got caught. He was looking for that early KO, and it just cost him.
now, how about that knock?
No, he did. From what I heard, he sprained his ankle. So remember when his legs buckled? They looked like he had no legs. They said he sprained his ankle as he was going down. His ankle went first, and then his leg, so he couldn't get back up. That's why you saw like a double fall almost.
It was a nasty knockout, yeah.
It was nasty, and I'm glad it was done.
Do you think he'll be all right though?
You know what?
back?
Physically, mentally, just from what I know, he left the arena right after that, and he wasn't too well outside, according to some of the people.
Rodrigo said he was on live today on
Yeah,
Instagram.
he was
He
live.
was
He was
So that's a
live,
good
he
sign.
was good. He was
Okay.
No, he
So-
was. Yeah, I know he was crying afterwards. Obviously, it's a loss. He's 21. He's never had this in his career. So, but I'm really pulling for this guy, and hopefully he could overcome that.
Okay, let me-
Hopefully he understands that, right? That it's part of boxing, and he could bounce back.
And I think it's good if,
Yeah.
honestly, if someone has a loss, it's that you're gonna find out what kind of a fighter you really are.
Man, we're looking at a guy, right? Manny
Yeah.
Pacquiao that has how many losses did he have
The
before
way he got
became
knocked out by
Exactly.
Marquez,
Not only that,
one thing
before he was like
but the losses,
famous,
yeah.
Rocky was kind of being lined up to face Miguel Berchelt for the WWE
Yeah.
title.
and I
The
was
same thing
I
happened with
wanted
Michel
that.
Berchelt. He got knocked out a
got
long
knocked
time
out.
ago.
Exactly.
First round KO against a heavy puncher Colombian guy. This time it was a Venezuelan, Roger Gutierrez. But again, he got caught. It's just, it is what it is. That's how it is in boxing. You never know
Exactly.
what's going to happen.
Here we
Anything
go, man.
happen.
Miguel Cubo says, sorpresa de lo que pasó con Rocky por su suerte.
I don't
Va a
understand.
regresar, Miguel. Va a regresar.
Respetar al oponente. So what he's saying is he got surprised because he didn't respect the opponent, but I don't think it was that. No fue eso, bro. No.
He was, what? Even pre-interviews, he was saying he was focused on this guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're always asking about, hey, you want to get this guy? We're trying to do our job. He's trying to do his.
Yeah.
He was focused on this guy. He just dropped his hands. He got caught with a big right hand, and it just happened.
Okay, Mike Castillo, you can
happens.
get your Keith Thurman official fight gear at Team Savages. Mike Castillo, send us some goddamn shirts, bro. Shit, you're promoting over there. All right, Mike Styles, everyone's face the camera. What, we trying to take a picture, bro? What you trying to do, my man? All right, Martha, there was Rocky and there's Rocky 2 coming up soon. There you go. Risto, Puro Team's medium. Ah, cabrón, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? We're all fit, bro. We're not like you. Put some, get on that fit gear, bro. We're gonna get the summer bodies. All right. So my opinion was this. He's usually a slow starter. To me, he became a fast starter. I don't know why,
Exactly.
but he was very aggressive. Rocky was very aggressive. If you look at his previous fights, he was not that guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't start really fast. He actually takes it a little bit easier in the first 4 rounds, and then he acclimates to the fight. Do you guys feel that he felt the pressure of fighting in the USA
As a DAZN opener.
as a DAZN opener?
Absolutely.
Even before, this was his actual second fight of the 3-fight contract with Golden Boy. Before coming to the U.S., he wanted to come and make a name for himself. So I'm thinking along those lines, he wanted to come and put up a show. So
And we did talk about that. Actually, I predicted that he was going to start slow, and then about the third or fourth round, he would end them. But he did start kind of fast. It was kind of unusual. Got excited and got caught.
I think that's enough about Rocky, and let's get to it. Joet Gonzalez versus Manuel Tino Avila, man. Oh my God, that was a fight.
War. I think when it's called War Grounds, that's exactly what we got from both of them. It was tit for tat. It was just their offense and defense were just both ridiculous. Joet came out with a great win. I'd like to see them in the ring again, but
That's a rematch?
yeah, as a rematch, I liked it so much that it was really hard to score. But they were both great. They were great warriors that night, and it was better. Honestly, it was better than the main event. So sorry.
And what's up?
I like the one.
What's up with that interview after though?
Who?
Joey Gonzalez.
No, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, well, just with Avila, I mean, one thing you got to give this guy, he works full time, has a kid, has a wife. He works, I think, 12-hour shifts. No one really talks about it. He doesn't really put it on social media. But a guy who's been out of the ring for a while, he got injured. So,
Right.
he had never been stopped before. His only loss was against Joseph Diaz on the Canelo Golovkin card the first time around. Avila, he's a technical sound boxer. Same thing with Joet. He's always been a boxer, but lately he stopped 8 of his last 9 opponents. So that power is coming along with Joet. Yeah. And I think Joet took a big step forward, stopping Avila and making it in for himself and hopefully getting those fights, that he requested post fight.
Well, okay. You want to say something? Oh, you love
Yeah,
the
he
fight.
did.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Joet is making a statement. He's on a mission. But let's talk about the comments that Xavier's bringing up at the end. He says he wants to, he wants to stop talking about it. He wants to get either Shakur Stevenson or Jojo Diaz. And Jojo Diaz today replied on Twitter, bro.
Well, what did he say?
He said that Joet looks like a potato bug. Like, what's going on, man? I'm gonna tell you this.
Niño de la tierra.
So,
Yeah.
like Joet said, little girl things.
Right, little girl things, right?
I mean, he was at the arena. Why not go?
Why exactly? Like they were both at the arena. Why not? Hey, let's set something up. But do you think Jojo goes down to 126, or he's gonna force Joet to go to 130?
Go to 130.
Jojo can't make 126.
Yeah, because he was already having problems with that. Come on now.
So now you're gonna catch weight?
Nah.
No.
Well,
No?
yeah, Joet. You know what? Joet said, here's what's gonna happen. If Oscar moves up to 130, he's struggling to make 126.
Right.
He's ranked top 5 WBO. He's also with the same manager. It only kind of makes sense to kind of get that fight against someone for the vacant title if Valdez moves up there, from 126. There's no point in going up to 130 to get a world title 126. And Jojo
Alright,
doesn't have a
that's
title. Can he beat Tevin Farmer? No.
No.
Then we'll go from there. No.
So you're saying Shakur Stevenson looks a lot better for Joet?
To me, it's more of a possible fight. Yeah.
Who's
Joet versus
who's more
Shakur Stevenson.
beatable? Who's more beatable?
Who's more beatable though? Yeah.
Shakur or
The
Jojo?
way if you go for the past few fights, Jojo's more beatable.
Jojo's more beatable?
than Shakur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks more vulnerable.
It's because Jojo Diaz is not a really busy fighter.
Hey, the
I
one
think with a
fellow
guy
saying
like-
chismosos. I'm not the one that said it, my man. It was Joet that said it, right?
Yeah,
Joet said it, dude.
he says he's willing to fight any of those guys at
Joet
126.
did. Joet,
He said
yeah.
they gotta
dude,
come up to 126.
I'm just repeating what I'm hearing, my
And
man.
obviously with Shakur Stevenson, it's not only the Twitter words, but obviously his sister's involved. There's other issues going along.
Yeah.
Hold on, you don't know?
No.
Come on,
You
bro,
wanna,
you don't know?
No, I want to bring it up.
I'm sure you
Suelta la sopa.
Suelta la sopa, dude.
Shakur Stevenson was dating Joet and Joe's sister, who's actually a fighter as well. She's part of the U.S. national team. So there's a history between that too. I don't want to get too involved with that.
right.
Ooh, he knows all that.
Fino brought us some insider.
No, it's there.
I didn't know that.
But in defense of Jojo, I mean,
Yeah, we didn't want to bring it up during interviews because obviously it's personal. But
Yeah.
now we can bring it
defense of Jojo, Joet was also throwing low blows at them too, though. So
How?
calling them that they're Instagram famous. That,
Well, no, but they
They
were
talk
asking
shit,
him
that-
who he wanted to fight, bro.
Well, he called them
He
out.
didn't, no, he called them out. He didn't
No,
say
I know,
like,
but-
he didn't say I want to talk shit.
But you know,
about
like
these
if
two
you're
guys.
Jojo
Yeah,
Diaz,
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know if he's throwing those low blows at you, though.
Max,
You know?
please.
Yeah. So
All right.
drama show.
To me, that's when he needs to call these guys out.
All right. So let's talk about
He ain't fucking around,
Chicali
that's for
versus Santa Ana. Let's talk about Diego Delahoya versus Ronnie Rios. Bam! Talk to me about it. I predicted a draw.
Really?
Yeah, I predicted a draw, dog.
Man,
I
okay.
thought it was gonna go 12 rounds. I thought it was gonna Ronnie was coming out some upsets. Some bad calls for him. So I was thinking, what? Diego hasn't fought. You know what I'm saying? Well, bad decisions on his side, right? He wasn't
Well,
on
he
the
lost
winning track, right? He
No,
lost
yeah.
against
Yeah.
what's his name?
Vargas.
Crazy. and Ray
Oh,
Crazy.
well, he got stopped.
Yeah,
in
he
front,
got-
in front of his hometown fans.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, I'm thinking, you know what? He's gonna be pumped for this fight. He wanted this fight a long time ago. He's gonna be pumped, but Diego is the. You can say Diego is the A side, right? Because he's related to the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's related to the boss. So he's got something else right there, right? So I was like, you know what? Ronnie's gonna look good, but they're gonna give him a draw.
Well, Diego was winning one of the cards.
Did you see?
Was
The,
he?
did you see the card?
He was winning every single round.
Did you see the middle judge Alejandro Rocha gave him all Ronnie Rios 9, like 9 straight, not even one round. If that didn't go, if he didn't do what he did, it could have been
Wow.
not the fight we
The
thought.
way they had it, they had both two judges had it
Two
for
judges,
Ronnie Rios,
yeah.
and then
And
the
one
other one had
didn't.
it flipped. I mean, it was a close fight. It was action packed. It was a friendly fight. But Diego, I don't know what game plan Diego was thinking. I'm sure Joe Diaz, that's not what Joe Diaz wanted him to do. Come on, bro, you got to box. That's what you do. There was no point for him to go toe to toe with Ronnie Rios.
Nope.
And
Okay.
even Ronnie Rios is not a big, heavy landy. He doesn't knock out dudes with one punch.
No, but
know?
I think Ronnie was just putting the punches correctly, bro. He was landing the right punches.
He
on
did.
him.
Yeah, no,
said
he was
yeah.
loading up on the counter, left foot counter,
Let's
and then
talk
obviously put him down with that uppercut. But
Let's talk about the Diego Delahoya's attitude at the end. Like, you guys remember the well, first of all, I'm going to say this. No puedes jugar translator, man, okay? I'm having a hard time with the translator that the zone has, man.
yeah, my bad. Yeah,
He is. I'm gonna tell you this. He
Might
does
be
a lot
something.
better when he does interviews. I don't know why he's so like weird when he does translations. He doesn't do them like with no like charisma, no nothing. He's just very dry.
Bro, I mean,
so
if you have
a translator, you know.
if you got the best translator in Golden Boy, which is Gabe Rivas, why not use him? It makes no sense
Exactly,
to get him.
bro.
It makes no
Oh,
sense.
yeah,
It
usually
makes
he
no
does
sense.
it.
And then the rest was a good guy.
Maybe
He
'cause it was
obviously-
a
I mean,
DAZN.
that's what I'm
YouTube,
saying.
which
He
is
does good in the interviews,
But yeah,
but he doesn't do good in the translations. Like,
Because
he does horrible.
He
Punch.
doesn't.
he does horrible.
move,
And then 'cause
yeah.
he doesn't even translate a quarter of the thing.
See, I don't even know what I'm like. I
He's
just take it for
dude,
face
like, what is he
value.
saying? Nah,
He doesn't have dominance of the English language. That's what it is.
Yeah.
okay, so what I'm saying is the attitude that Diego displayed, right? Like, I just wasn't
mean,
right.
when he
I just
quit?
wasn't right. Yeah.
Well,
you think he quit? You think he quit?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
Yeah, what can you say? He gave up.
No.
He gave
Hey,
up.
no. I mean,
The ref was gonna continue the fight. He
Right.
said, "I'm done."
I'm done.
Yeah. Now we don't know exactly what's going on in his head. You know, if he was really hurt, and obviously you want to save him for at least what I would have done. I would have preferred the corner to stop the fight if they see him like that.
Right.
You know, because then it goes on your track record. People are gonna call you a quitter. It happened to Victor Ortiz. No matter if he wins 7 world titles next, people are gonna call him a quitter.
It just went. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No.
It went on around too long. I was happy.
You
that-
serious?
I think so.
Damn,
I
Cynthia,
think
you
so.
you
would have
called
stopped
it
it
up.
before. Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
Cynthia
I
wanted
know.
it over before.
Yeah, I think so. And then after
Diego.
it was, we were
And
shocked.
Diego
Round 5 was
we,
over for you.
We were shocked when they said at his behest he didn't want to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wow. But he got hit a lot of times in the body, and you could see it. He was crunching over, and it eventually he wasn't able to move. And Ronnie saw that. That's why his corner even said he keeps himself open, so just attack the body, and then a lot of uppercuts were landed that night from him.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, Ronnie Rios. I never seen Ronnie Rios land so many big left hooks.
Right?
It was like, yeah, every
And
single
that's
yeah.
what landed.
Yeah.
That's what done.
Okay,
though.
And big shout out to Ronnie Rios. I mean, a guy who was,
Yeah.
in a sense, he was semi-retired. He was already got a real estate license. He had a full-time job. He came back and he fought at the Superfly 4 or whatever you want to call it, the Matchroom.
Yeah.
With Gallo Estrada against Ruben Sykes. He came back in that
Oh,
fight.
that's
He was the
right.
last fight after the card. No one, really besides a couple hundred people were there and the
Myself,
media. So he had that win, and obviously, he gets a big chance that he's able to capitalize it from this, potentially get a world title at 122.
You think he's gonna get one?
I don't think he's gonna get one.
Okay.
He said that Danny Roman was mentioned, but Danny Roman has 2 mandatory.
Yeah, he has to mentor. And then
IBF.
Roman has Vargas too, calling him
Exactly.
out.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Even,
So that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
That's not gonna happen. Even Nacho Bertrand, we interviewed him after. He said, "Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying." He said, "I call the shots, now he does." He said,
Hey, kid
at
Nacho.
the heat of the moment, he says, "If this was a mandatory, we can, if it's not worth it, they're paying this guy peanuts. Why would you unify now?
Yeah.
Wait until the pocket's a little bigger."
Okay.
So what happens with Diego De La Hoya now? Since he was,
He better move up
that's
more.
I was hoping.
Move up to 126.
He has to,
had-
bro.
He had so many issues
He has
trying to
to,
make
bro.
weight.
Do you think that affected him? Like he couldn't make weights in certain fights, and then the last fight it was stopped early because of a head. I think a headbutt. Do you think that affected him? That he not getting enough rounds in?
Do you guys think he needs to hang it up?
No,
Is that what-
No, I
He's
don't
too
think so.
young.
I
He has
think
one
he
loss.
needs. I think he needs to try and move up just to see.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, does he have the hunger?
Well,
Because we talk about some fighters
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the hunger.
when you, look at
Some
his,
other ones.
when you look at his track record, you know, he had a couple of times that he missed weight, not just
Exactly.
by an ounce. 2
No,
pounds, 3
I know.
pounds. He was missing by 2 weight classes. And not only that, if he goes to Mexicali, Golden Boy takes him a fight. He's a headline event, and he doesn't make weight as well. So how seriously is he taking it?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what is, like you said, what's next for him?
And where does he move up? What's the next weight?
126.
126.
Yeah.
Who we got there?
You got the big dogs, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
he's-
Aristocrat says if he moves up, he's gonna get crushed by the big boys.
But he needs to try. He can't make weight unless it's always a catch weight. But how many times can they do a
catch
fight like
weight.
that? And how many times people are going to want to fight him?
I mean, to be honest, he actually surprised a lot of people. He made weight this time around. So who knows if he changed the nutrition or what it was, or if that affected him into the fight. That's a personal call between him and you know, if he wants to move to 126. But honestly, to me, I don't think he can compete with
He can't.
126. No.
All right, I'm gonna go to the main event, which to us it was kind of like the snooze button, but you liked it.
No, it was
so
a good fight.
Ray Vargas versus Tomoki Mexicanito Kameda. I think Kameda brought the fight, but you know.
He brought it
once
for the first
again,
3 rounds.
right. But and I was telling Cynthia the same thing at the beginning of the show. I was like, what happened is Ray Vargas took over, right?
Ray Vargas won the last 8-9 rounds.
Exactly. He took over. Now, what's going to be the answer to beating Ray Vargas?
He's beatable at 122.
He is?
Yeah,
What do you have to do?
You got
Or
Navarrete
who do you
there.
have to put him against?
Navarrete.
Danny Roman knows how to cut it off of the rings. Starting off, I think Danny Roman actually could stop Ray Vargas.
So Danny Roman beats him.
Even Navarrete beats him. In my
Be-
opinion.
oh.
He's a beast.
I think, well, during that fight, he did win the first 3 rounds, Kameda. But when Kameda tried to bring that fight, Ray kind of ran around the ring. When they kept saying, oh, they're just running, it's because he wasn't really bringing it to Kameda after. And so
No.
then it was just he was chasing him.
Right.
And Vargas was able
No,
to
but
keep him off with his distance.
I don't know the punch stats, but I think Vargas threw double the punches that
Right.
Kameda did.
Right.
Yeah, even though
yeah.
he was, he's 5'10", makes 122, long arms, long reach.
Exactly.
Why would you go toe to toe with this guy?
Utilizes his
You don't have
advantages.
to. You don't have to do that. Obviously, people don't like it. It's not the first time he gets booed, and it won't be the last. But again,
Have you ever heard so many boos?
No,
That
every time he
was
fights.
bad.
Every time he fights.
But even when he talks,
Yeah.
like,
First of all, he's not a good-looking guy, and I said it here on the show before. This is the ugliest-looking champion we have.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Come on, dog. Who else is ugly, more ugly than Ray Vargas?
Nobody.
Ryan.
All right.
No, Ryan's not a champion. Just kidding, Ryan. Just kidding, Ryan.
All right.
But the Mexican fans, they don't like that style of fighting. That's
Right.
why. That's why you're gonna hear booze.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what?
That's right.
Okay, but in a sense, I don't know. I like it. I'm not a
Well, he's
I'm
a
not afraid to say
technician.
it.
He's a technician. But I'm gonna tell you this, and we're talking about Nacho Beristain. Is this the worst guy, right? That he's trained.
Nah,
And you know what I mean?
no.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like we
I know some other guys who
Juan
have-
Manuel Marquez, beautiful technician, beautiful counterpunching.
He's winning.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like the guy that gets booed. You know what I mean? I don't think Nacho has ever had another guy like that, dude.
He's
that
like,
gets booed.
he's like
you
a
know?
It's
little
kinda
bit better,
like Andre.
a little bit more active than Tite, right?
He's like, I'm gonna steal your line.
He
He
did
did
it
a 2.0.
Velasquez, whatever his name is. Yeah. Follow the same right time he was fighting.
All right, but what do you guys think about the end? He says he wants to fight Danny Roman. Do you think that fight gets made or not?
No, it doesn't get me.
nope.
Nope. Nobody thinks the fight
No,
gets
because
done.
Danny Roman already has a mandatory. He has to
That's two mandatory.
First one is the WBA against that.
Russian, right?
Yeah.
He's the Abis, whatever. I don't know, one of those countries.
don't know his
But
name.
anyway, they actually won the purse bid. So this fight's gonna be in Russia. So first,
What?
yeah, it's not gonna be on the zone. It's not gonna be here in the U.S.
Oh, because who won the purse bid? The World Boxing.
Yeah, the World Boxing. Yeah, the World
Something.
Boxing. Not
Something.
Super.
Super Series?
No, the other one. World Boxing, whatever.
Something.
It doesn't matter.
God damn.
They were the only ones
Jesus.
that bid
Yeah,
on
the
it.
manager Vadim, the guy that actually the manager of
That's it.
Dimitri Rivo. Anyway, so they won the purse bid. The Matchroom, the zone didn't make a bid, surprisingly. So
That's
again,
weird.
this fight's gonna be in Russia. So can he get past?
He's the road warrior, bro.
This
He's
is the guy
gonna
who-
get past
And this is the
it.
guy who's actually only 6-0, 5 KOs. He's already the mandatory.
Ruben says that Vargas is a Mexican Mayweather.
Nah,
just
I don't
not-
think so. No.
without the
Mayweather's
money- without the money.
Mayweather's way good.
That
Better.
really never got dropped. I
Okay,
let him do it.
so we don't think that fight happens. I don't know if you guys have anything before we get into the meat of this round table. One thing, Adrian Broner versus Ivan Redcatch. That's what's popping right now. Do you guys want to see that fight? I mean, nobody wants to see Adrian Broner anymore, right?
No,
No.
no.
Se acabó Adrian
He
Broner.
still
I'll
gets
watch
the
it.
fights. I don't understand. He gets the big money fights.
Well, you know
watch-
what it is? He gets the ratings. That's what it is.
He does.
You know? So that's why he's still making those big checks.
He just has to run his mouth, and there you go.
He's still one of the highest paid players.
No, this-
fighting.
Players?
This is smart.
Hey, don't tell me he ain't playing around.
He ain't playing.
Hey, with all those
I
cool-
seen him.
Are you saying this? He's making it ring,
with all those,
clapping it,
with-
clap.
this guy loves attention.
Is his nickname still the problem?
No,
That shit was solid fucking years ago, bro. So.
all right. Anything else that's cooking on social media right now? You guys want to bring up something that's...
Oh, rest in
Oh,
peace,
rest
Pernell
in
Whitaker.
Whitaker,
How can we forget that? Bro?
Yes, come on, guys.
I thought that was the first thing of the show. So I don't
No,
know.
I know, I thought so too,
I
but-
didn't want to start it with that, bro. I didn't want to start it with sad
Come on,
news, man.
this is Pernell Whitaker, though.
I know.
The way he
Sweet
died,
pea,
though,
bro.
man.
We
The
were
way
just
he
watching
died.
the fight.
If it was Rey
It's-
Vargas, okay, we'll
it's-
talk about it.
The first thing I thought when he died was maybe he had a heart attack because of all the fighting years or something related to boxing, but he got hit by it.
Pernell got hit by
Yeah.
a car, guys.
Apparently, he was wearing all dark
Wow.
clothing and crossing a bridge.
At
And
night?
I guess, I think so. And someone accidentally hit him.
I got a
Yeah.
DM like around 7 o'clock saying, hey,
almost 7
Pernell
a.m.
Whitaker died. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Don't fucking say shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't believe it until I saw it on the news, man.
Yeah.
So now that you're saying that, it makes sense because I guess it's
Rest in
people
peace.
don't. Rest in peace, man. Sweet
Yeah,
pea.
he died last night, 10:05 or something. But
Talking
it's
about
still-
technicians, one of the best technicians, defensive
Ooh.
fighters.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I would say
I would
second-
always love to watch Pernell Whitaker, man. Any of his fights.
Even when he fought Chavez,
Yes.
even when he beat Chavez.
That's your opinion, bro. I think Chavez won, bro.
Okay.
Ah!
To me, he did it. Chavez got a lot of goodies.
Chavez has some love, my
Pernell
man.
Whitaker would make the best look. Yeah,
If
complicated fighter.
who knows how good it could have been? Obviously we know he had all these problems. Outside of boxing.
Right.
So, but again, he's a Hall of Famer, undisputed champion. 4 division world champion.
And great amateur too, man. Pedigree,
Yeah. Gold
Rest in
medalist.
peace, man.
Olympian,
Another
right?
champ out there.
Olympian, yeah.
Gold medalist. Wow.
Yeah, I think he won in '84 in LA.
Pan American game or something like that. I can't remember.
Well, he won the gold medal at '84.
Yeah, I think it was 84.
I wasn't around back then, but still,
Me
I know
either,
he
bro.
won.
I was.
I read it. I read it in some book out there. All right.
I was already drinking and smoking.
Assholes.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember watching it." I went to the fight.
He was there live.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I took my first
I
fight."
covered that fight.
All right, guys. So with that said, let me pay some bills.
That was 10.
Thank you to Legends Boxing for always hosting us every Monday night, except for next Monday. Next Monday we will be doing a special location. Can we announce it? Is it open?
I don't know. Ask. Are we allowed to announce it?
Well,
Styles.
yeah. Let us know if they
not-
can announce it, but I'm not gonna announce it right
I'm
now.
not
What
gonna
I'm gonna
announce
say
it.
is we're gonna be at a special location. We're gonna have multiple guests on the show. Cynthia will be co-hosting with me and Xavier. We will have one mic for a lot of fighters, man. I'm gonna have a lot of fighters and promoters next week. So just stay tuned.
Don't tell me you bring Rey Vargas.
Yes, I'm bringing Rey Vargas,
Don't,
bro.
please.
You're not gonna tune in?
No, I like that. I like Rey Vargas.
You know what? I want to bring Nacho after that shit he said, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. So with that said,
Trust me, he went off. He was criticizing Rey Vargas more than.
Remember when Angulo fought? Remember when he fought? Angulo lost to Kirkland. Nacho said something like, "Yeah, this pendejo unloaded his whole fucking."
oh yeah, his little fucking load on him.
Pues se aventó como 200.
God, I wish I understood Spanish. Damn it.
Last time when Rey Vargas
That's
fought at
hilarious.
the Stub Up, when it was known as Stub Up back then, first thing Nacho said, "Oh, this fucking guy's an amateur. He doesn't know how to fight."
He said that to you.
No, that was in the podium. That was the first thing he said after he defended his world title.
Damn.
It's a really good shit.
Well,
talker. I
how
like
would you
that.
feel if your trainer says that about you, bro?
Well, you know what?
He's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah.
He's fucking
Well, and
say
not only
shit
that,
to you. You know?
he's also the manager, from what I know. Even though he doesn't consider himself a manager.
I don't know if this is true, but maybe you guys know. Is that true that Marquez pays him, I think $7,000 for a whole
I
training camp?
heard this.
For like three months of training camp.
I heard this. I don't
If that's
know
true,
if it's
Marquez, you are
I mean,
wrong,
pesos go a
brother.
long time. Long way.
That's wrong.
Nah, that's fucked up. If you
That is
7,000,
fucked up. Bro.
I
That
heard
I
that.
seen
is
Marcus
wrong.
gamble more in one hand in Vegas.
Dude, and let's cut it out, guys. All right, let me do this. Let me do the introductions. All right, man. Welcome to once again to the Boxing Rundown. Two of my favorite co-hosts up in here. We have the one and only, the Ring Girl herself, the Ring TV champ. Here we go, Cynthia Conte. Say what's up to him.
Hey, welcome to the show.
And my other favorite tocayo, my man over here, the guy that gives you guys all the stuff on social media. He gives you guys the latest news. The one and only Mr. Finoboxing himself. Rigo, what's up?
What's up? What's up? It's good to be here once again, man. Thank you for having us.
All right, guys.
Is it hot in here when you came in?
Yeah,
I'm here,
Damn, dude, look what we did, man. We had this
yoga
big
going on.
I'm trying to make way, motherfucker.
I mean, I know this is legend, so there's like 7, different things going on. Like,
Every time we ask Roger for an air conditioner, he just walks away. What a damn air conditioner, dude.
Hey, all right, let's talk about the Manny Keith Thurman fight. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys something. Just give me your thoughts on the fight right now. Just give me your thoughts, everybody.
Well, to me, I think Thurman is taking this fight because he feels he could add a legend to his resume, and he's choosing this time to fight him because Manny is 4 years old. But we'll get into it more later.
This is the time to face him. I mean, if he wanted to face him 2 years ago, it wouldn't be possible. So this is the time. Pacquiao's with PBC now, 3-fight deal. It's a good fight. To me, it's a must-watch fight.
I totally agree. I mean, you have two champions. One is considered coming out of his prime, and one is coming into his prime, but he's injured. We're gonna see who's really the best at this division right now. Let's see how good 40 looks in the ring.
Yeah, I think the winner would be the third best at 147, in my opinion.
The third best.
The third best, yeah.
Yes.
There's two other ones, elite levels.
Even
those
though
levels still this game, but
even though Keith has the best resume in the welterweight division.
Keith has what?
Absolutely, he beat Sean Porter. He beat Danny Garcia. He has the best resume. Who else has a better resume? I understand that was a while ago.
No. Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, are you telling me right now that Keith Thurman
I still rank him in the top?
No. Keith Thurman has a better resume than Manny Pacquiao overall.
Well, Manny Pacquiao as a welterweight.
No. I'm asking overall.
Overall, Manny Pacquiao, dude. Well, I'm talking about the welterweights right now.
Does that give you more experience?
Absolutely.
And more.
Absolutely.
you think your experience goes the distance with Danny Garcia and Sean Porter?
No, but until he fights him, then we could say it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
he has to fight him.
Yeah, I think he goes the distance maybe against Sean Porter, not Danny Garcia. But
He went the distance with the 135 pounder.
yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, like
Exactly.
Garcia.
So I think he does.
What was the topic here? Oh my God, all these
we
different.
just got into.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
We got into like.
No,
Yesterday I got
but
last
I
show I
think
got lost.
this is a good fight for Thurman. I mean, if he can beat Manny, fair play to him. Fair play. But we don't know that. Pacquiao looks good, but you don't know. Someone has to hit back.
But if he beats a Manny, he beat an older Manny. I mean,
Okay,
So you gotta get credit.
we gotta give credit, but
Yeah.
there's no way we're gonna say
Everybody
that.
gave Manny, so much credit for beating
So
Adrian
much.
Broner.
Yes.
Lucas
Yeah.
Matisse
For beating Oscar De La Hoya is a better
Lucas Matisse made sure that check clear, and then he lost.
I think a better comparison is,
So if you gotta give him credit, you gotta give him Thurman credit.
Yeah, but-
even
but-
if Manny's 41,
Right.
but we can't give him the same credit as if him beating a prime Manny Pacquiao.
yeah, but it wasn't his choice. I mean,
Right.
he was in
Yeah, it wasn't his
he
choice.
was
It's
But,
not
fighting
his
when,
fault.
when he
I
was
know.
27, 28.
but
It's
don't
so you give Pacquiao credit for beating De La Hoya?
not the same credit as being a prime De La Hoya. The only reason we're having this roundtable right now, the only reason why I'm checking on.
It's like he's getting serious. The only reason I'm bringing you.
Hold on. The X-Man's talking. The only reason why I'm looking at BoxRec and checking out Manny Pacquiao fights and Thurman fights is because Manny Pacquiao is 40 years old. If this was 5 years ago, Manny Pacquiao washes him. No, I'm not. I don't even have to think about it twice.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this: does a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao have enough in the tank to beat Thurman?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
No.
I
I
see
don't.
it.
No, I don't see it. Even though Kirk,
And I was gonna say there's no VADA testing, bro.
But there's testing though.
There's testing.
There is?
Not just that, yeah.
Yeah. There's
And,
testing,
and
but
I'm
it's not
And I'm not
VADA.
saying that Manny was ever dirty, bro. I'm not.
Thurman.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think Thurman because of the injuries. I actually think it's more for Thurman. I know people are gonna fucking probably just right now crucify me for saying this. You know what I mean? But I think it's more Thurman.
Don't
What's
say
the meaning?
crucify.
Well, okay.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Using Keith Thurman's words.
Right.
He said he was going to crucify Pacquiao on a cross.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
He
the
said that.
presser.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man, he got pissed because he's a devout
Oh, yeah.
Christian.
Okay.
So when he
okay.
said that, his face is just like.
But you know what? I like that because I think Manny needs that motivation to go out there.
Well,
and do
I
something.
think that-
and I
remember we
think he's
talked
giving
about
them that
this?
It has,
motivation.
it has
Yeah.
We
given
talked about this ever since he
Freddie
became
Roach-
a born again. I'm not saying that's bad, dude, okay?
No.
People don't.
No, we know you're
I'm,
not.
okay. No. I'm not atheist, dude. I'm Catholic, bro. I'm Catholic 100. Okay. No, but what I'm trying to say is this. To me, it seems like when Manny took it upon himself to become a born again, which is everybody has the right to do whatever they want, right? But I think he lost that killer instinct. To me, he kind of like became a fighter that would beat you, but not go for the kill. Back then, when he was knocking out everybody, he had a killer instinct. If he had you hurt, he was gonna finish you. And now it seems like he has you hurt, and then he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna take it easy now. You know
Remember Nacho Betty Stein called him the El Demonio?
Yeah,
he's a demon.
He's a
like,
demon. So now it's like, to me, it seems like what? Oh no, yeah, he's an angel. Yeah, he's a sweet angel. So, do you guys think that, like you said, when Keith Thurman said the whole crucifying thing, do you think that boiled his blood and he's gonna bring it in?
No, he
and
did.
He's gonna
he told
finish him
Boo-Boy. Boo Boy's like, he's just saying that. He's like, why does he have to say that? Why does he have to bring religion? But it does fuel the fire, and it's gonna make for a better fight. I mean, if Thurman keeps running his mouth about religion, that's one thing that really pisses off Manny. But I get it. You're not supposed to really talk about family, your kid, things like that. But if it's gonna sell the fight, it's gonna sell the fight.
I think
you should have said that to Conor McGregor. Shit,
I think what Thurman is doing is, he's hoping that he keeps Manny off his game, because they say an angry fighter is not a good fighter. So I think that's his tactic. But I don't think it'll work because Manny Pacquiao has too much experience.
Mm-hmm. You would think it wouldn't work, but even what Freddie Roach said, Blue Boy, Justin, they said, who's been the best trainer in this camp? Keith Thurman. So obviously they keep him in the loop. Okay, every single day. Okay, Keith Thurman. This is what Keith Thurman said about you today. Yeah. So they're bringing it up. So in a sense, he's using it as motivation, but I think it might get in the head of a 40.5 Manny Pacquiao.
I didn't have this question with you, but I'm gonna ask it. So you guys think Boo Boy is the one running the camp, or you guys still think Freddie has a lot of the control?
I think Boo Boy.
Yeah, I think Boo Boy.
Who's in the Philippines?
No. I know. And I'm asking.
How much can you? He flew in 2-3 weeks ago to LAX, Manny Pacquiao.
But do you think they've had so many fights together? You think that connection gets broken by
Nah, to me it's Boo Boy who's the head trainer.
The head trainer
nowadays, yeah. Maybe 4 or 5 fights ago, it was Freddie Roach, but again, he had him as the main trainer for Lucas Matisse. I think Pacquiao felt kind of fucked up that he did that to Freddie Roach. So I think that's why we can finish camp at Walker and have him as a co-trainer in a sense. But to me, the real trainer for this camp is Boo Boy.
Boo Boy, okay. All right, now Keith Thurman, he didn't look that good January, but that was his comeback fight from a layoff for a year and 8 months. Okay, so you guys are telling me that he didn't look that good with Josecito Lopez. He's gonna look good with Pacquiao?
Oh, yeah, he probably had ring rust.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're saying, that it's ring rust, and now that he has a whole fight under his belt, that he's gonna come back stronger. So there's a possibility, it was just ring rust.
Yeah, I mean, he was out of the ring. Everyone has said that is his comeback fight, so he should come back stronger. I mean, his arm his shoulder. His shoulder.
Yeah, to me, honestly, this is reincarnation of Keith Thurman. This is a guy who all it took was one time back in the day. He was knocking people out. People were saying he was the second coming of Mayweather.
Except Soto Caras.
Soto Caras was no pushover though. He gave a lot of people work.
No.
And he had two tough fights with Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, which I thought Danny Garcia beat him.
Yeah, I mean, he fought both of them injured. So you got to give him a lot of credit too. Okay. So to me, 31, still in his prime. Against Pacquiao, we don't know who the true Pacquiao has been, at least for the past 2
Pacquiao
fights.
was also injured against Mayweather, according to
that's what he says.
Okay,
he was injured, or he overtrained in Horn. So I mean, we
don't
know what's true.
If he all say something
I want to get a refund of those statistics.
Diego Delahoya said something that he was right in the head when he lost to Rios. They all have excuses.
Okay, here we go. Pedro Duran. I'm going from the comments from the fans. Okay, Pedro Duran says he also got wobble. So was that chin rusty?
In the 7th round, that was.
Yeah, no, Josecito looked great. Mm-hmm. Josecito from this loss is actually going to get a few more fights, thanks to Keith Thurman in a sense, from giving him a competitive few rounds. He didn't win the fight; it wasn't close. He gave him some work.
Right.
I wonder who Josecito thinks he will win.
Pacquiao. He said by decision.
Oh, wow. Ruben Cuellar says Thurman goes into the fight with an injury. Is Keith Thurman injured still?
If we don't know,
he will.
No one will know. No one. If he is, no one will say anything.
He does look slow though, but he looks healthy. All right, I have one better for you guys because I give you guys. In you guys' thoughts, what's the difference, or what does each fighter have to do to win the fight? What does Keith Thurman have to do to win the fight? What does Manny Pacquiao have to do to win the fight?
Thurman has to use his jab, take his shots. keep Manny out.
Use the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the
His
ring.
boxing ability. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna knock out. Manny Pacquiao. But I think he could outbox him. That's the way to do.
This is another thing though. Manny's not your. You know, I think that Keith Thurman is looking at that Marquez fight when Manny got caught, but Manny's not. Just a brawler,
careless.
dude. The dude
careless.
has changed his style. He knows how to box.
It took 48 rounds, to be able to catch Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, exactly.
4 fights. So to me, the timing is,
But to say that Manny is a reckless fighter, no, he's not. He knows how to box. He knows. I think Manny needs the speed because I think he is faster than Thurman and punch volume.
I think he's gonna be the Manny Pac 2.0. I think he's gonna get on box again. Yeah.
Mike Style says Thurman's gonna be on his bike all night. Sherman Austin says Thurman might try to box on his bicycle to try and control the pace of the fight. Fight toe to toe will be a Manny Pacquiao fight.
Now, it's gonna
Drop
be
your predictions,
I think
people.
there will be times when Keith Thurman has to, stay in the middle, in the pocket, and exchange. Yeah.
You think he's gonna take that risk? He'll go toe to toe with Manny Pacquiao in the middle of the ring.
I think
a couple times. Yeah.
I think he might, and also it is his first pay-per-view, so he might be a little shy. He might get a little nervous, and this is, for Pacquiao, this is normal. This is normal TV for him.
Yes.
So he'll try to get in the middle, and Thurman's going to want to show off just a little bit. Can't be careless though. If he can crack Manny's defense just a little bit and catch him, he might have a chance. But Manny's quick. Manny's
looking good.
Oh, he looks great. He looks great, but I've heard some of his sparring.
Have you seen
I've heard
his
both.
No.
I've
You
heard
seen his
both.
sparring?
I've
I heard,
two.
from what I know, he's getting beat up in sparring.
Yeah, I heard that too.
What?
From what I know, but obviously I haven't been there. This is word of mouth.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao's been getting whooped in sparring.
But it might be a cycle. I don't know.
But again, it could be on purpose that people are
Yeah,
making
exactly.
this, just to kind of hopefully he gets to Keith Thurman. But again, he doesn't play into the fight night. But from what I heard, he's getting whooped.
Is Manny Pacquiao the toughest fighter Thurman has faced?
At this stage, no.
This stage, yeah.
No, I would say Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia?
No.
Yeah, I would agree. No, but back to
The question, because I now want to know what does Manny have to do to win the fight?
Use his speed, his
He has to-
angles, his
yeah.
footwork, and just volume. Attack him, yeah. Be smart about it, though.
Just throw his combinations. Keep tapping him, and get out of.
Don't let
Thurman's
Thurman
way.
think. Don't try to make this a boxing match.
Yeah, he needs to overwhelm Keith Thurman. Put him in the heat of fire. He's not gonna knock him out, but I think volume punching, especially controlling the fight, being the leader in the ring, in the middle of the ring, I think that'll give him the
Let me
victory.
ask you
But
a
again,
question.
he needs to dominate the fight to get the decision.
Now we saw Pacquiao get robbed against, in my opinion, against Horn and against Bradley.
But
If this goes to decision, will they rob Manny because Thurman is a fresher blood? I mean, is that a possibility? I think it's a
Do
possibility.
you think he can go a draw if it gets
No, but if you feel that Manny won and he gets a draw, to me that's a robbery. What I'm saying is there's a possibility. I think that he might get robbed again.
Why?
Because Thurman is a younger, fresher blood.
But who makes more
But
money?
who makes more money?
Who makes
Manny.
more money for that?
And Manny, I think Manny. This is pay-per-view, right?
But that's saying
Fox pay-per-view.
That's
think
saying
he's
if it's like a dark cloud, this dealing under the table. I don't think that's going on. Sometimes when judges do have the wrong scoring, at least in my opinion.
Not purposely, you're saying. There's no
Not
money
purposely.
being.
No, there's nothing. There's no changes going on. To me.
Yeah.
To me, if Manny Pacquiao gets the bad decision, it won't be the first, and it's happened before, and he's been the beneficent at times too. When
And speaking of like money, like I think Manny Pacquiao's like not too far away from Mayweather of passing him as the highest selling pay-per-view star of all time.
You think so?
He's like 2 fights away.
Okay.
Yeah. But people don't mention that. Or I think he's gonna catch up this fight.
But I think all of us agree the pay-per-view is dead now, right? I mean,
Nah.
Yeah, well,
I don't
with the
think
zone
so.
it is.
Just
but
I mean, just because Oscar came out and said, "Oh,
Exactly.
pay-per-view is dead,"
Exactly. It's not-
I have a bunch of family cashers like,
Yeah.
"Oh, pay-per-view is dead." Like, bro, it's not.
Nah.
The zone is one thing. Fox
If you
pay-per-view,
want- yeah,
ESPN
exactly.
is something else.
People will
there's
always buy the fight and to record it.
There's still a
and-
few fights that
Yeah.
actually could be Manny Pacquiao's a pay-per-view fighter.
Absolutely.
Errol Spence against against Crawford. is a
If
pay-per-view fighter.
if Spence fights Canelo outside of the zone and they make it pay-per-view, you're gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
But I don't think he could, bro. I don't think Canelo, in the contract that he's in, he cannot fight Spence.
Why not? If they do a DAZN pay-per-view, why not?
Is
The zone
can they
pay-per-view
can
now?
they
Why
do
not?
that? Can
Why
they
not?
do? No,
Hey,
I'm asking you.
There's
I'm
no
asking
rules.
you. I'm
There's,
asking
there's no rules.
Great.
There's no
Wait,
rule
what
book.
happened to the? But if see now that's like
Nah, that's kind of like
that's like
stabbing the fans,
you,
right?
You sold
No,
like
'cause
they
What
sold
did
the
PBC
fans,
do?
What is it? $89.99 for the year.
Yeah.
$20 for the month. Now if there's a DAZN pay-per-view, what would they bill it? It's like
To me, if that were to happen, what they would do, make it cheaper for the DAZN subscriber, make
Exactly.
it
Make some
pay
shit up,
$15, $20, And then if you,
Would
you
that
know,
be
if you're
fair,
not,
though?
if you're not a subscriber, then you got to pay the $49
Because-
or $50, whatever it is.
Okay,
It's not gonna be no fucking 50. Dude.
least-
It's gonna be like 80 fucking bucks.
let me tell you what I do. When Canelo fights, I just pay for that month and then I'm out. So they may
don't
wanna
do
stop that.
They don't do that free trial anymore.
No, but you pay $20 and then you're out. So I'm
you're
paying
fucking-
$20 for a pay-per-view.
But then what if you, there's another
To me,
fight?
why not get the year?
Yeah,
$100,
It
yeah.
actually
It's
is a
$8
there's
a month,
lot
bro,
of
so
good
it's
not- I don't wanna
content
watch
on
them.
there.
Why are people not paying for the zone? I
I mean,
am.
we don't like the commentators, but still, it's a good.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
It's a
good.
little hard. You know,
It's a-
it's
it's a
weird
good-
that DAZN
I-
isn't in
okay.
Mexico and Canelo, like the big DAZN star, Mexican star. So I don't know how people in Mexico are able to watch his fight.
I think they get it for free.
No, they get it for free.
They get it for
They
free?
get it.
Okay.
Costa Azteca, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
See, I
think
didn't
I
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no pay-per-view in Mexico.
And
I know there
and
is,
you
bro.
could get the
No, but it's free
you could get
TV.
the satellite.
Oh, I
You get
didn't
the
know
You
that.
Mexican
actually
satellite.
could get 3.
Yeah, but
There's,
you get it.
There's
You get
space.
it. You get it. A
Televisa, TV Azteca. So there's
But
actually
no, but
You get like an hour
you get
later.
it an hour later, right? It's not like
Space is
live.
actually live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but that one you gotta buy. You gotta have cable.
Yeah, on Space, guys. So
How about-
how much is it, Rigo?
I don't know.
Space.
I don't know.
I think I know. Top salesman right here.
How about PBC though? They started the whole campaign free boxing. Now they're the pay-per-view kings, dude. So
No,
they
it's
could
no matter what,
change.
people will
No,
buy
yeah.
fights
Yeah.
regardless.
Exactly.
Well, they
People
have to
will
adjust in
still.
the sense that money was running out. So again, they changed the philosophy of PBC in a sense. You know,
bait and switch.
We're not watching PBC on Bounce TV.
Thank you,
We're not
Alonso
watching.
Garcia.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
God,
know,
it is
yeah.
on Bounce.
We're not watching PBC on what other channels they have. So now it's legit.
The other day,
Showtime
yeah.
and Fox.
The
Yeah.
other day I heard of balance. Like I don't know what that is, and I'm flicking through like the channels on my TV, like the channels that don't mean shit. Like Bounce TV.
Uh huh.
I thought it was
So,
kinda good.
it's crazy because they had a couple fights. I had to disconnect my cable
already have
box
cable.
and then go to a regular TV and find Bounce. So,
Exactly.
I
I
don't
don't know.
want
I
to
found
do
that
that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, because not even on cable.
crazy.
All right, I have 2 questions. Well, I'm gonna start with the first one. What does Manny do better than Keith Thurman?
Speed, combination, punching to me.
Yeah,
I think
volume,
it's, yeah.
Volume, yeah.
footwork. I mean, there's a lot of good things he does, even at this age.
Uh-huh.
Combination,
Incredible.
Ring
putting the
IQ.
pressure, ring IQ, leadership. But
Footwork.
Explosion.
footwork,
experience.
Yeah, experience.
Oh, man,
But again, he's been knocked out before. The chin could be questionable, especially at 147.
But the way he got knocked out, though, Marquez got him, but the way he was coming in, he didn't see
It was both.
It
It
was
was
like,
his
Punch.
energy, his force coming in,
Exactly.
and Marcus
to
punching.
try to duplicate that.
colliding, yeah.
Would you be surprised if Keith Thurman knocks out Manny Pacquiao?
Would I be
I
surprised?
would.
No.
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't.
I would. What?
I wouldn't be
wouldn't.
surprised.
Oh shit,
You
dude!
wouldn't or would?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be.
No,
Thurman
Pacquiao.
has power. I think he could, but I wouldn't be surprised.
If Thurman knocks out Pacquiao, it's going to be from a body shot.
If
Thurman
knocks out
It'll
Pacquiao,
be from a body shot.
KO. Okay,
Not-
I'm
not
talking
stoppage.
KO.
I'm talking
No,
stoppage.
I'm talking
TKO,
KO.
KO.
I shave my beard.
Wow, what, like,
Whoa!
I shave my beard.
Did you hear that?
to me, a TKO is a
I'm
I'm
KO.
gonna shave my beard, guys. If Keith Thurman,
But you have to shave it live on the show.
I'll shave it live on the fucking show.
But
dude,
naked.
that's fine. But naked.
Yeah, but nigga.
Okay, I don't know about that now.
I'll shave it. I'll shave it.
At the location where the next show is going to be at.
All right.
No, God, no.
I'll do it.
I have to be there.
I'll do it. No, not butt
You
naked.
said it. You have to do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna quit like
Oh,
Diego.
this is a
Huh?
good
Look
dad.
at I know Maduro for a long time, and when I met him, he was clean cut, dude.
So yeah,
Clean cut shave.
Really?
Fade and everything, yeah.
yeah. So I'll do it.
But you're gonna shave the head too, no? Just the
No,
beard.
the beard.
Ah,
Yeah,
come
the
on,
beard.
dog. It's a
That's
knockout.
way. No, my
You gotta
man.
give Keith Thurman credit. You gotta shave the whole thing.
Yeah, no. I'll shave it, bro. I'll shave
Even the
it.
eyebrows. Like, come on.
God damn you, dude. I'm shaving my
drawing
beard. I don't want to be a chubby dog.
You know why I like my beard? Because it hides the double chin, dude.
Oh, hey.
Remember when somebody we knew shaved?
Oh, I don't know about that, bro. But
It's like dropping knives.
That was like,
all right, what is
Fucking
Keith-
guru.
I know.
I know, I didn't
Come
say
on, hey.
I didn't say guru, dude.
Who wants on the show?
You guys.
You guys are horrible,
I was
bro.
talking about
All
my
right,
friend's mom.
Keith Thurman. What does Keith Thurman do
So good.
better than Manny Pacquiao?
Power.
His power.
Power.
He has power. He doesn't have speed as quick as Manny, but he has some power.
I think he picks his shots a little bit better, too. Like, more accurate, like the 1-2. Jab. The jab's better.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, but do people want me to shave my fucking beard, bro? Fuck. All right.
We want to see what's underneath it.
I know.
Sexiness.
What's you hiding under
nothing
there?
but a baby face. I have a baby face, guys.
Tied it up in there, dude.
You got a lot of hair though. That's like
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Not only he has a lot of hair over here too.
Dude, people will pay for me to shave my shit, bro. There
Come
you
on,
go.
now, you can donate it to charity, dog. Come on.
I'll do it.
The
But
head too.
if it's a KO, bro, it's
weave
gotta
out
be a
of
KO. Okay.
Either way.
Yeah. No. But either way.
no.
God, Rico, what are you doing,
Okay,
bro?
one KO on the whole cart, and then you say,
No, hell no, bro. It's gotta be Manny, man.
Lost already.
oh, man, okay.
Damn, Pedro Duran says now I'm going for Thurman by KO. Fuck, dude. Come on, guys. I'm not doing this.
Carol McKenna says she would pay to see that.
All right,
Keith
let's
Keith
do
Thurman
this.
does like going back to your question. Keith Thurman does a few things better than Manny Pacquiao. Not only does he have the youth, you know, he does have good ability. The speed, you could probably say A1. You know, he's not the main guy as far as speed, but the power is there. He's been able to knock out people with one punch. At 147, I think, you know, I give him the advantage on this fight.
Sherman Austin says Keith has a lot of power, but I see Pac-Man seeing his shots and cutting angles to take away his precision.
Okay, so
Do you
let me
think
ask.
height and his height advantage will take kind of any effect? I mean, Manny's fought taller guys,
Yeah.
but in this case,
Who was the tallest fighter Manny fought?
Margarito.
And what did he do to him?
Yeah, but
No,
but I mean
that was a fucking beat.
I was like,
that
turn
was
the TV.
That was a prime Manny Pacquiao. Though. That was
That's what I'm
that
saying.
Manny Pacquiao does.
I wouldn't be
beat Keith Thurman.
thinking about
But
it if it was fighting.
No, but Keith Thurman knows how to use his distance. He's one of those guys who's gonna come in for two shots.
he knows how to
and
box,
step
yeah.
out.
He's
Then gonna
smart.
go back
He'll
in.
be
Yeah.
smart.
He's not
That's
gonna
a
get
lot
in there
smart.
and try to land 7-punch combinations, 8-punch
Exactly.
combination where he's gonna leave himself open. He's gonna go in there for 2, max 3 shots, and then get out.
Leslie,
Go
you got it?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Leslie Cummingson says this fight shouldn't even be happening. Nothing to see. Thurman wins, no problem. You may be right.
No, but people, Pacquiao still sells.
Joshua,
people want to see him fight.
exactly. Joshua Maton. Damn, is that Maton or Maton?
Maton.
Okay, in
Maton.
Spanish, Maton is your
Maton.
is
Maton.
killer. I can't see Keith winning after this last fight.
Well, his
so we
last
got two
fight
different.
was a tune-up fight, though.
But still, I mean,
All right, I got
Didn't
one
look-
question for all you guys. Okay, winner gets what? What does the winner get?
Well, I guess what the undisputed welterweight.
No. I mean,
Wait,
what does he
what
get?
is
What happens to the
dude,
winner?
if Manny Pacquiao wins,
Yeah.
Oh,
Earl.
it makes no. First of all, no. None of them are gonna fight Errol next.
All right, here we go. That's what I wanted.
That's
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Once Keith Thurman beats Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna.
Oh, you're giving me a prediction.
Of course,
You're giving me a prediction right now. Not a prediction.
He's like
I
by
win by
KO.
decision. No, I haven't won him by decision, but hopefully he knocks him out. You know, I want to see his shape.
Oh.
You know, but what does it make for Keith Thurman? It makes him into a star once again.
Yeah.
You know, kind of takes it back 3 years ago when everyone thought he was the A side. He was the top guy at 147. At that point, he was considered better than Errol Spence.
If
So
Keith-
now, you know,
yeah.
being injured, I think, you know, it does that. So to me, Keith Thurman gets a couple defenses, and then eventually he'll face the winner of Sean Porter
And Errol.
Spence.
Now
But that's
Keith-
again, that's gonna be a pay-per-view fight. So that's gonna be until next year. It's not gonna happen.
Keith Thurman is making the comparison. He's saying that the same way that Manny beat Oscar De La Hoya and took him out, this is the way he's going to take Manny Pacquiao. But I think it's a false equivalence, equivalency.
Well, you have to say something like that to.
Yeah, but it's not the
you
same
gotta
because.
sell it
He's
to
trying to sell the
yourself.
fight. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, he predicted 6
But
rounds
I
for
think
that.
he does think that in his head. Now, as for me, if Manny Pacquiao beats Thurman, to me, he's in the top 5 of all time. Top best fighters of all time in history.
If Manny wins.
Manny wins, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
Manny
he beat
wins.
up Prime.
Because he beat a
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I totally concur on that because if for Thurman to believe he has to win, obviously he needs to believe himself. He has to fake himself out because a lot of people. He's now what the underdog, right? He wasn't the
Oh, yeah, he's
underdog.
now the underdog. Wow.
He's now. What's the odds on that?
It's
Do
a
we know?
close underdog.
It was a close, but yeah.
But it was,
he is
like-
underdog. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's gone up. So I think now he's saying I like being the underdog, and he needs to prove to people why he belongs in this ring. And I just want to see what Thurman shows up. I really, really am curious to see will he be able to come back, or is he going to fight scared? Is he going to fight and run around the ring, do his pot shots, couple, and then just stay off?
Yeah, that's how he's gonna win the fight. Yeah.
But
Once he feels the power and
it's
the
a
speed,
smart way,
he's
but
going to do
it's-
that. Yeah.
But Manny's going to want to bring it. He's going to want to fight him. He's
That's
going to
Manny.
want to. Yeah, I know.
And now, if Manny Pacquiao wins, I think they will throw him against Errol Spence.
They will.
H is not on his time.
And,
It's a
40
name.
and a half.
It's a name.
So again, exactly. That's a fight that has
Makes
to happen
sense.
at Cowboy Stadium.
Makes-
ECB
so,
Keith Thurman.
so that's what I'm saying. So Manny wins, he gets punished by getting Keith Thurman. Because I
Well,
call
not punished.
What do you mean, dog?
If Manny wins, he gets.
You're
Spence.
saying Manny will beat Errol Spence? I'm gonna tell you this.
No, but he's getting a fat check though. I'll tell
Oh
you
no,
that.
I mean he's getting a fat check, but that's
This is because that would be the final fight of his PBC contract.
will it?
Yeah. So again,
So he doesn't get the fight
yeah,
he
that's
wanted.
right.
That's
It
not
is
the
the
fight he
final.
wants. The fight he wants is versus Floyd Mayweather.
But
So
what
you're
will
telling
Mayweather
me
come back? He has shown no signs he's gonna come back. We keep asking, when is Mayweather gonna come back? Nobody knows. Leonard B doesn't know when he's gonna come back. He's having a good life. If he comes back, he'll be the first one to let you guys know.
Jose Reyes says Manny Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia. Is that a possibility, guys?
Pacquiao
No,
wins.
I don't think so.
No,
Pacquiao
no.
wins.
Okay.
I don't think
All
so.
right.
I think it has to be Errol Spence. The reason that PBC signed him in a sense was to kind of propel the other guys to be superstars. So it's either Keith Thurman or it's Errol Spence.
I'm gonna bring this up because Jay Alonso keeps on bringing it up. He already said it like 4 times. When is Ryan Garcia gonna be a guest with his new manager Lupe?
What's
Well,
going on with
he's not a
Ryan?
manager.
I don't even
Right,
know.
He's an advisor.
He's an
Well,
advisor.
he still has a manager, but obviously there's legal issues going on.
Who, Ryan?
Lupe. Yeah. Ryan Garcia hasn't been on the show because, and he's been invited to the show. He's wanted to come to the show because the last time he was on the show, he was too jumpy. So we want him to be a little bit more
If
mature.
he has another
Is
manager,
that what it is? Okay.
listen,
Yeah.
if he has another manager, he's splitting his profits with somebody else.
Well, he has an advisor. He doesn't have.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's still paying the commission as a manager. We don't have to go
Exactly.
unless you
No,
guys
we
want
don't.
to.
No. Yeah.
You know, I got the call when they were in litigation. I'll leave it at that. I know what
Is he
happened.
gonna
I
have
know
a
what.
fight anytime soon?
Yeah, well,
he's fighting.
they're waiting on somebody to
He's gonna
announce their
fight.
fight, and then hopefully
Okay,
he's on that
Canelo?
part.
He might be
Yeah.
there. Yeah, he might be there.
So who's
Yeah.
Canelo fighting?
I don't know, but I wish I could. I hope I see.
It's not Kovalev.
I hope I
No, it could be Kovalev.
Oh, yeah, no.
Sign with you.
No.
That
It's
fight-
still not done yet.
That
Not
fight
done yet.
was announced by Frank Warren, for which is Anthony Yard, the mandatory.
Oh, they're just
they released that, but it hasn't been managed. It
Oh,
hasn't been
really?
official.
Not yet.
No.
It's still in the
In a
works.
sense,
It
it's to
could-
kind of put pressure on Golden Boy to go up to those 12 million.
Yep.
Would you give him 12 millions? I don't even know why I'm getting into this, man. Fuck, dude, you guys are.
Well, it's not my money. Give him 20. I don't care.
So 20 million for.
No, I'm saying it's not my money.
No,
so to me,
but 20 million. Is Kovalev worth 20 million for a fight with Canelo?
obviously Canelo doesn't want that third one with the trilogy with
Finale.
Golovkin. Now he's not scared. He's none of that. I think the third one he beats him more easily, in my opinion. But again, he doesn't want to give that fight because there's clause in the contract with DAZN, both fighters. So if Canelo fights Triple G gets a little bit bigger paycheck than fighting another Steve Rose. So for that reason, I think Canelo doesn't want to generate money for Golovkin.
Why?
How does that happen though? I mean, they were both
They have
signed to
this bad
DAZN.
blood?
Aren't DAZN gonna put the pressure
Well,
on these?
DAZN,
Because there's
yeah,
a lot of money that they
I know.
paid out to everyone on DAZN.
Yeah, the song was putting pressure on
Even
Canelo
Fino
to
gets
fight.
paid.
Yeah. So how does so do they?
She gets paid too.
Everything.
No.
No, I mean, are there? How does Canelo get around it? That's what I'm really curious. It's
Well, not,
it's not.
Okay,
It's just interesting.
This is his third fight of the 11-fight contract. So right now, DAZN and Golden Boy and Canelo are fighting for control. Who calls the shots for Canelo? So that's why the fight hasn't been announced. It's literally August, 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
He's in camp.
How is his knee?
Canelo is in
How
camp.
is his knee? Is it true his knee is hurt or it's injured? Okay. That's what's been said, so I don't know.
They said they saw Canelo at a taqueria in Mexico. I don't know.
No, fuck that, bro. Nice.
Well, he got all
I don't
beefed
know.
up.
Yeah, thank you.
Supposedly,
No chicken.
If we could say it, and Claudia Trejos could say it, you're going to eat steak right now after weighing in?
Oh
He said
yeah,
no.
yeah.
So-
Yeah,
I
but
remember.
he said a lot of fish, but come on. How dumb you got to be.
supposedly he was eating tacos
And I
at
like
night.
Claudia.
That he was eating at night and he was glowing in the dark too. So I don't know.
Nah, Canelo's clean, man. He tested positive, obviously positive for Clenbuterol. He got punished. He moved on. It happened.
Yeah. All right, let's stop talking about Canelo. This is a Manny
know.
Pacquiao
Well,
Keith Thurman, man. I didn't even know.
Wait,
I don't know.
can Canelo make
Alonso,
175
Yeah.
comfortably?
Yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah, Canelo. Yeah.
Yeah?
Canelo. Yeah.
He's
He's not gonna be a
Well,
175 fighter.
if
He's
he
probably
fights
gonna come
Kovalev-
in at 170.
Is he gonna catch weight his ass?
No. They asked for a catch weight.
Yeah.
Captain
And they don't-
Duval
they don't
mainly
want it.
said it's
no,
not an option.
no. I would.
And
That's
I think
a big
Canelo,
title fight.
I think
too.
Canelo got a lot of criticism fighting 164 and a half for the
Exactly.
Huicholda or whatever that was, the WC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sounds funny here and there. Now we told about it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I like the belts, but again,
They're nice,
it
yeah.
doesn't- they don't mean anything. But again, so I think Canelo could make I think he will go up actually to 175. No, he wouldn't fight it. He wouldn't come in at 170, 171. I think he would come in at 175.
I agree with you, Pedro.
Yeah.
Pedro Duran says that the zone needs to sign the boxing rundown.
Oh, yeah.
They would have a good show.
Studio.
You know what I mean? They would have a good show in the zone. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was coming in, I don't know if it was a Sports Center studio does.
Hey, what did you think? I have a mascot right here.
The budget.
Bro.
The budget went up. Yeah, I like that.
Look at our air conditioning, bro.
All right, man. Let's get back to Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. All right, what happens to the guy that loses the fight?
I think Thurman loses. I mean, Pacquiao loses nothing because he's the older guy. He'll have the excuses. I'm older and everything. But it's how he loses it. If Manny Pacquiao gets blown away, then I think he should retire. But if he loses like a
close fight,
a close competitive fight, then he gets even more respect and he gets another big fight.
I think he'll get respect, period.
And if Keith Thurman wins, then he has to face. I mean, he's already faced Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, so we can't really talk bad about him. If Spence wants it or Crawford, I think he should go with their Spence or Crawford. But we know how that goes. Not every fight's going to be a big fight. So.
Well, Errol Spence and Crawford are big fights.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Those are
very big fights. But I don't think with Manny, if he loses, it's true. It's how either one loses.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But regardless, Pacquiao, I don't think he's gonna quit. This is his passion. He doesn't need it for the money. That's what he says. He's gonna keep doing it, whether he fights another big name or just to stay in the game. For Thurman, he has to win impressively. He has to in order to be taken seriously as a legit top elite fighter for Spence and Crawford, because them two are elite fighters.
I think once Pacquiao loses by decision against Keith Thurman, the only fight that can maybe be made with PBC, you will say is Mikey Garcia, but obviously what happened with Errol Spence, I think they're going to give this fight to the other Garcia, Danny Garcia. There's no titles on the line. Danny Garcia's been asking for this fight. They still believe in Danny Garcia. So to me, the final fight for Manny Pacquiao with PBC after you lose against Keith Thurman will be a Danny Garcia.
What would that
Did
fight
you
be?
hear Amir Khan? What is going on with
Billy
that?
Dib, come on, cut it out, man.
No,
Dib
I'm
is a
not
135
saying,
fighter.
No, I know.
I got shit for this. I got shit for that.
For him getting top 15, he's in 15. He was the top 15. He fights this guy.
Billy Dib.
The other guy got hurt, obviously. But he gets
you saw
top
that fight?
5. No.
Okay. I didn't see the fight.
No.
I
didn't even know it was on.
I didn't even want to announce it.
It was on the Wealth channel.
The bounce.
The Wealth.
But no, even Dibs even said, "I can't believe I fought a welterweight." Ha. Like,
He got paid, probably.
but no,
I was in Australia when he fought against Farmer.
Dib.
Oh,
Yeah, Dib.
Because
So
Dib's
that's a
Australian.
135.
he only had one fight.
He had to drop it. I was in Australia. Sick ass.
But
He had one fight at light.
I travel.
That kind of makes sense now. Him talking about
I didn't go private jet though, guys. Sorry.
Him talking about Thurman Garcia because there was like talk about Mikey Garcia against Danny Garcia, and all of a sudden that quieted down.
That was kind of weird.
Let me clear that out.
That was false.
Robert Garcia was on the show last week, and at the end, he said that fight is not happening. Guys.
Yeah, no. We talked.
Robert Garcia.
So that was never a talk. That was never.
We even talked to Mikey Garcia. He even had to contact Mike Coppinger, the guy who leaked it.
No, not yet.
What contract did I sign? He didn't even know what.
Mike's at it again, huh?
Yeah, again, hey, he has to sell the athletic or whatever it is. Okay. At least whatever it is. At least with us, you don't have to pay a membership, so it's the same news. But again, we get it straight from the source.
We are free.
We are free. So just go to YouTube.
Channels are free.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Just don't skip the ads. Leave comments.
Yes, exactly. Watch the whole ad.
What's 7 minutes, cabrón?
Watch the whole 30 seconds.
We've all had made the mistake of putting something in false, right? But now we learn.
I didn't post it. If you go back, I know what it. I even texted Mikey. He said, "I don't know what the hell."
But now we learn from our
mistakes.
mistakes.
Once we did the interview,
I texted Mike yesterday.
Wow.
You have to ask.
All right. What's up? Who else we have, dude? Who else we have on that phone, bro?
But Mikey Garcia was saying the same thing when the Spence rumors came out too. Oh, I'm not gonna fight him. And he fought him.
You think Mikey will ever get in the ring with Loma? I asked Mikey that.
Not at 135.
He said no to me. He goes, "You'll never see us." But
there's a lot of obstacles you gotta.
Damn. Okay. There's a good question with Pedro Duran. If the boxing rundown gets famous, does Ruckus do the truffle shuffle? What is that, dude?
What's the truffle?
What's the truffle shuffle, dude?
I don't know.
Is that?
I think it's popular in West Hollywood. You might know about it.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. All right, now, Pedro, send me what that is, bro, and I'll find out if I do it or not, man.
No, but he'll do some shrimping. You guys don't know.
Get the hell
They
out
know
of
what
here.
it is.
Fucking bro. Oh my god.
We'll tell you later.
No, dude. Hey, dude. Let me bring
What
it
do you guys do here?
dude.
Is that? Oh, that's the boxing rundown. After
Somebody
that, huh?
call HR. Alright.
Roger knows what it is.
Yeah, it's alright.
For that, you gotta pay.
Alright, so when it's all
OnlyFans or what is it?
when it's all done, I know we charge 99 cents for that.
If we say what that is, we'll be banned from Facebook forever.
No, don't do that, dude. Come
No,
on.
I won't do it.
You almost grossed me out. I almost threw
I
up.
still went
dude.
to church, even though I
Yeah.
saw the priests get pushed off the stage.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll leave it at that.
When it's all said and done, whose career are we gonna remember?
Oh.
Keith Thurman
Come
or
on.
Manny
Easy.
Pacquiao? I'm asking you guys right
Manny
now.
Pacquiao.
Legend, the 8 division world
Is that even a
champion.
question? No way.
Come on,
Manny
who else is
Pacquiao.
gonna win eight world titles at 8 different divisions?
Keith ain't gonna be an 8 division
I
world
heard
champion.
Ryan Garcia wanted to do that.
Come on, dog. Come on.
That's what I heard. I heard that,
The
bro.
only-
Yeah,
I
he,
heard
said,
that.
he did say
Hey,
he,
right?
he wants to be the next Manny Pacquiao.
Yes.
They need to fight
Thank
first,
you.
then.
Nah, there's nobody in boxing right now that
We're
can
not
win
gonna see that.
a title. in
You're
eight
not gonna
divisions.
see that again?
Even in a catchweight like Manny Pacquiao
Okay.
did.
No,
even the interim titles.
Okay,
but
but I'm saying you're never gonna see another
Not in my
man
lifetime.
win an 8.
The only
Listen.
one possibly could be the Monster you, but he might get close.
Oh, shit.
5 divisions,
Yeah.
6 divisions, but 8, that's a whole nother level. I mean, that's
It could happen.
8 divisions.
And
Chocolatito got 1-4, but then once he went up to 115, he got cracked.
Yeah.
And the way he did it, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, is the most offensive fighter I've ever seen in my life. You know, like,
Yeah, no, he's a
I
legend.
lost
Obviously,
a lot of
first
money,
ballot
man. I lost a lot of money.
First ballot Hall of Famer, you know, there's
I know.
I could have been to Australia, to Dubai and shit with all the money I lost, bro. On Manny
Then
Pacquiao.
why'd you bet against him? Duh.
I know. my
Exactly.
Mexican heart. You know what I mean? So
when we all used to hate Manny Pacquiao
Hold
until
on, but
Marcus
that
got him.
was against Mayweather or against him?
against against all the Mexican fighters that he fought, bro. I put money.
Well,
So my bad, man, my
Come on,
bad.
dog.
But hey, you know what though? And
How many times did-
I'm gonna tell you this. And Xavier can tell you this. When Manny Pacquiao got dropped by Juan Manuel Marquez, bro,
I was with
I went like this. I was cheering, but dude, at
No.
the end, I was fucking scared, dude. You know what I
Right?
mean?
No.
I was
I
100%.
was with Rodrigo, and Pacquiao went down, and no, and to the ref goes like this. I was like, finally got him.
Yeah, when we got him, but we were both scared, right, for Manny.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. And I don't know if that made me more of a Manny fan. You know what I mean? Because after that fight, I cheered on Manny forever.
And
man,
look at
you
the
know
way
what
he
I mean?
fights. He doesn't fight like he was knocked out like that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
he
He
still
doesn't.
fights.
Exactly. It's like, wow, this guy is mentally strong.
Okay.
Keith Thurman, again, he's still 31. Who knows how long? If he goes and beats, Errol Spence, then, if he fights Terrence Crawford, becomes undisputed. Who knows what? We still don't know how far he's gonna get. But again, Manny Pacquiao, legendary fighter. People are gonna talk about Manny Pacquiao for the next 100 years.
Okay, so should this fight be pay-per-view? Is it significant enough to be on pay-per-view?
Which one? This?
Yeah.
It should be on Facebook for free. I'm kidding. To me as a fan, why not? No. To me as a fan, everything should be free. But again,
No, what I'm trying to say though, it said like,
Worthy.
We're talking worthy. We're talking about
Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, no,
We're talking about Trinidad versus.
If I'm a businessman and I'm making the decision, yes, I'll make it pay per view.
to make this kind of fights happen, it needs to be free.
Does it have that type
but
of weight?
to the money that has to be paid out. Yeah, and especially they're doing it in Vegas. That's where the moneymaker is.
So it is worthy. It is worthy. Okay.
It is.
Showtime was not gonna pony up, $35 million to make this fight happen. Fox?
No, it's Fox, bro.
No, yeah. What I'm saying to not make it pay per view, to make it on cable at least, Showtime.
Right.
To make
Mike-
it, free. It's just too much money to generate. They don't have enough subscribers. They don't have enough people tuning in.
People are saying yes to pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh, some people
It
are
should-
mad, dude.
No,
Who's
like-
mad? Who's not mad?
I'm not gonna buy the pay per view, but
Like
again,
Rico says-
because I'm gonna be there watching it, I don't have to buy it. But again, it should be in pay per view to get this kind of fights.
Do they replay it? I don't know how Fox do. Will they
No, they don't
replay it
replay
like
that
a
shit.
week
Like
later?
HBO?
No, they don't do that. HBO's dead, bro.
Before after a fight, I would go on YouTube, right? Like an hour later to watch the fight.
Find the Russian channels.
On the zone, the zone, man, they'll get you quick, man. If you guys have Instagram accounts, do not.
Oh, they'll
post
shut
one of the
you
videos.
down. They'll shut you down.
Do not do
They
it.
have to send you like special videos, clips already approved
Exactly.
for social
Do
media.
not mess with
That's
them.
when you can put them up. But
Yeah.
again, they send them like 24 hours late.
Don't
I
fuck
don't
with
even
them.
bother.
The people who post right away, like, no,
don't
you're gonna
put
get banned.
Your watermark on them.
No. I'm not Lalo's boxing. I'm
Oh,
not gonna put my watermark.
No, there's people that put their own watermark.
he already said it.
Yeah, that's why they keep deleting the dude's channel. Like, bro, come on.
Which dude?
Lalo's boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Did
get-
it get deleted again?
Yeah, he's always
3 times.
3 times.
Whoa.
But he's a badass.
Like, I don't know why my channel gets deleted, bro. You fucking taking videos,
Exactly.
put your logo, like, chill.
and not only
stealing.
that,
Yeah.
you're talking shit about fighters calling them out, dude. I mean,
All right, Puro Nelly Sanchez, Puro OSCB. Yeah, Puro South Central Boxing. We got you, girl. Don't worry. Victor, I guess they replay them on FS1, guys.
They do the regular ones. I don't know about the.
I don't know about the pay-per-views.
They might do. They do because they do show a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Like old fights, but it might take a while. I don't think it's gonna be a week like it should go. Yeah.
Joe Sarad, what's up, my man? What's happening? Okay, so anything else we are leaving out of the fight that fans should know before they put their money out there?
Yeah, boy, it's just that card. Besides
It's a
this,
great card.
besides this, there's a lot of
Okay,
free
tell me.
TV, Kalen plant.
Yeah.
No, don't
Yeah,
talk about that one.
I
We
got
gotta
one-
talk
I
about
got
that
one
one.
more.
Don't.
Do you mean the
We
pay-per-view
can't?
portion?
no, I got
Yeah.
one more question.
A ver, órale, a ver.
How do you guys feel about the Nevada testing? There is testing through a Nevada State Athletic Commission, but no. Why isn't Nevada's famous for catching people?
I already
Other ones are not.
told
What do
you.
how
It's
do you
for
feel about
Keith
that?
Thurman.
What's
How do you
that
think about
mean?
that?
It's for Keith Thurman.
His shoulder.
I
It's
mean,
basically saying Keith
I-
Thurman's, using illegal
Steroids?
substances.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not saying he's using steroids. I think he's using something for his shoulder.
But I mean,
I don't think he's 100%.
Cortisone shot.
Maybe.
did you?
Someone
who said
said
this?
he's still hurt.
He's still hurt, yeah.
I don't know.
He's gonna get. If he's still hurt, good luck to him.
I mean, he does look slow, dude. He doesn't look like the same Keith Thurman, bro. I mean, I saw videos of him, and
Well, to
you don't
me-
look the same.
To me, any if you're a top 10 level fighter, you should be tested year round. In my opinion. But again,
yeah.
there's so many different government bodies. It's tough to kind of get on the
I
same
get
page.
tested all the time, my man.
It's
I
a
think,
positive. Okay.
I,
Okay.
no, I think because a lot of people don't like getting tested from VADA because it's very expensive. But this kind of fight, the money that they're making, that should already be in the contract. So it's done.
What type
But
of money
why
is
didn't it
that?
happen?
It's like 50,000
it's
per fighter. It's
expensive.
expensive.
Per fighter or per
Fighter.
test?
No, per fighter. I think.
No, está bien, dude. 50,000 for this guy's.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's
but
nothing.
but also,
What?
But that's why a lot of people said
That's not a lot of
VADA.
fun.
Hold on.
VADA
If
should be for
Nacho was
every
getting
fighter.
7,000,
Oh, yeah.
that's 7 fights.
I have an uncle that'll do it for a 12-pack.
No, it's expensive because logistics.
Yeah.
It's not
But
just okay, come in and get
Speak-
tested. You got to go find him in the middle of the night. You got to.
Speaking of
Random
testing,
testing.
speaking of
Random
testing, Roger, we found this syringe on the floor over here.
Are you testing? Okay. Hey, Ruben Cuellar says, I think Thurman is limited with the shoulder. Do you guys agree?
If it's still hurt, of course, then I think he might be scared to overthrow where he'll re-injure it during the fight. So of course you're gonna fight a little nervous.
Joe, that prediction better happen, man. Pacquiao about TKO in the 9th round, because if not, if Pacquiao gets KO, I'm shaving my beard, bro. So you better hope for that shit.
I think early on we'll see. If Thurman's gun shy, okay, we might be okay. Well, he could be injured, like you said he is. But again, if he
Like I say?
no, you said he was injured.
I'm just saying,
Now,
I heard.
if
I
you
heard
get- Now, if you-
I'm not a fucking doctor, bro. I'm not a doctor,
if he's getting the
Wait a
cortisone
minute.
shot, he should be okay. Because obviously,
Did you hear from Mike Coppinger?
I heard it from him, dude.
you should
Mike,
pay the $2.99 a month. They do have a sale going on. I think you're paying out $2.98.
Just kidding.
all right, guys. I think we gave enough to the fans so they
No,
can
but
make a.
The
Aren't you going to
undercard is
mention the undercard?
great.
Luis
No, I'm
Manning,
gonna go to predictions. Coming on, wait out.
Lipinets, come on.
I'm going to
No,
predictions.
we're gonna predict all of them.
Oh, we do all of them.
Caleb Plant.
Yeah,
like,
no. We're gonna go to
that's a
predictions.
really
Clear it out.
Good
Clear it out.
card.
All right. So, do you guys feel that we gave enough knowledge to the fans out there to make a prediction? I mean, to make a bet,
We're
a
not
logical
responsible.
bet.
They're going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to go. They're not going to predict logically. They're going to predict by who their favorite fighter is. In this case, it's going to be who their favorite fighter is.
And that's why Vegas always makes money.
Yeah, they're gonna go off their heart, like hoping Manny can still be the better guy at 40. Thurman's gonna be injured. He's young. Manny lovers are going to vote for Manny or cheer.
So,
for
are you telling me right now I have $1,000? Should I put it on Manny Pacquiao?
Not if he's a favorite.
Is she getting a cut?
yeah.
If you want my advice, I got to get a percentage.
I don't
God
bet
damn
against
it.
I
my
don't know.
people, so
All right, so if
But
I
I
have
think
$1,000,
Oh,
do I
Keith
put it on-
Thurman.
Keith Thurman?
Keith Thurman, yeah. By decision.
He's like, and my beard.
No, by decision, I'm good. By decision, I don't lose my beard. Okay, what $1,000? Do I put it on Manny or on Pacquiao? I mean, Manny or Thurman?
Thurman. I mean, that's not. I'll give you my prediction, but are you asking
No,
me for my
I'm
prediction?
asking you if I'm a fan. I have $1,000 to spend.
This is a really close fight, so you'd have to put it on the underdog. Yeah, that's
Put
where you
Thurman.
make money. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's get going, man. This is the.
It's not a fight to bet on. It's really
All
not
right.
a fight to bet on.
So on a draw, should I bet a draw?
I think you should.
You know what? If you have an extra 100, put it on top.
Yeah, put on. You never know what will happen.
I fucked up.
Apparently,
I fucked up.
Roger ran.
I actually bet it 100 on the Canelo Golovkin first one, and it paid okay. So
here we go, guys.
Oh.
This is the moment everybody's waiting for. Where we make our predictions. So far, I've been fucking up on the predictions. I must be drunk. All right, because I usually get good at them. So let's start
yeah, you said
Thursday.
Diego was gonna win. You said
No, I didn't say that shit, bro.
Hey,
I said Rocky, bro. I said Rocky, dude. That's the only one I got wrong.
I didn't watch the show, but
Yeah,
okay,
all right.
I'll go back and watch it.
We went
Watch
back and
it, bro. I said Rocky.
We went to delete the stuff.
Nah.
No, it's already edited. The 1 hour is 10 minutes.
All right, so here we go. Thursday night, Ring TV is giving us a show out of the. It's in Indio, right? It's in Indio.
Fantasy Springs.
Yeah,
Quigley
Fantasy Springs,
against Torreno Johnson.
Quigley versus Torreno Johnson. Who we got now, man?
That's a DAZN / Golden Boy on
I
Ring
thought it
TV.
was Ring TV, bro.
Yeah, well, it's promoting
It's on
it.
Ring
It's actually
TV.
on regular cable. They got Spectrum is there,
Yeah.
and it's also on ringtv.com.
Yeah.
Bounce.
I don't have. I don't
not
have
on Bounce.
Spectrum, man.
Not on Bounce.
I have DirecTV.
Oh yeah, Spoof Spectrum. Sorry, I never get cable from them. No, it's on Ring TV on the website.
Yeah, I watch it.
But it's not. It's weird. It's not on DAZN. So
It's basically to promote
yeah,
the zone.
it's-
That's
yeah.
what it is.
That's to promote the zone.
locally, yeah.
It's on local cable, so that's why. So that for us, it will be in Spectrum. You tune in. They have the blow by blow, the play by play.
Who's doing the play-by-play?
Doug.
Oh yeah, Doug is cool.
And
Man, other people.
Coach. I don't
Yeah,
know
Coach,
his name.
the guy-
Oh, the guy that used to be in the WWE.
Yes.
He's still doing this
The
shit.
guy who was doing the Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Beth.
Hey, why doesn't Golden Boy hit me up, dude? And I'll do fucking commentating, bro. Right? Hey, I do really good at commentating.
Why don't you ask him right now?
Hey, Oscar, give me a call, bro. I'm not gonna like drain you for your money, bro. I'm not Ryan Garcia. No, I'm just messing.
No. Ryan's
Nah, Ryan's cool. Ryan's cool,
So
man.
you saying Oscar's watching?
Yeah, Oscar's watching, bro. He watches
up,
me
bro?
all the time. Oscar watches me all the time, bro. You better say hi. Little respect to the jefe over there. And I'm just messing.
He's
Nah,
your boss. He's not my
not
boss.
my boss. I'm not working for
I
them.
like him. I don't work for nobody.
I know. I work for myself. All right. So you guys got all Jason Quigley.
We got Jason Quigley. Yeah.
Oh, it's a tough fight.
It is a tough fight because Jason doesn't.
He hasn't looked good.
He hasn't looked
After
good.
he left Manny.
But the age of Toronto and he's been knocked out. His 2 losses are knockouts. So I'll go with Quigley. Decision.
You know what? Torreno Johnson actually fought last time at the Fantasy Springs Casino against a Mexican. He should have been. He was a heavy favorite. I think he went. It was a draw, no? If I'm not mistaken. It was a close fight. That's what I know. And he hasn't looked good. He looked good, you know, when he was a mandatory for Golovkin back when Golovkin fought David Lemieux at MSG.
Yeah.
But again, he's been injured. He lost against Zarenchenko, to become a mandatory for the IBF after that. It's a 50-50 fight. Jason Quigley hasn't looked his best. I'm a fan of Jason Quigley.
Me
He's a
too.
cool dude.
The animal.
I like him. You know, I'm always sending him messages and stuff. But again, it's a 50-50 fight.
50-50.
It's a 50-50 fight.
Did he do camp here? Do you know if he did camp over here?
No,
Because I know he was
he-
giving thanks to Joel
Yeah,
for
he
the
did.
gym.
He did the last 3 weeks. The last 3
Okay.
weeks he's been in India since the beginning of the month. But again, it's a tough fight for Quigley. You know, he's what 28, 29 now.
So
He's
it's
getting
quick.
up there in age.
Okay.
Quigley needs to.
To start impressing people to make a name, right?
That's it.
Because the last time they gave him a headline event, it was against Glenn Tapia. He got injured. He was still able to get the win, a 10-round decision. But again, he hasn't looked his best. You know, the last few fights. And then
This is the prime time. He's in his prime. He needs to, because the older he gets, he's not going to get the best opponents.
Does he need to change trainers? No, he's good.
No. The reason he changed, he wanted to be back home. I don't think it had nothing to do with Manny Robles. You know, he has a girlfriend. The girlfriend has a baby. So again, he wanted to be back in the UK now. He's training in the UK and then in Spain.
Here with his girlfriend.
You know what, man? I mean,
But it's the same thing happening with Michael Conor. It's tough though.
he needs to be
It's
here
hard.
though. You
Yeah.
get better sparring here. It's just you can't go back there.
But I mean, whether he's sparring Kell Brook, it's not bad sparring also.
No,
Not bad, but
that's also your family. I mean, to be.
Sparring David, I mean, it's the ¿cómo se llama? The
BJ something?
BJ Saunders, and then the other Chris Eubanks. So he's sparring decent guys.
You know what? I'm
It's
thinking
not like
about
he
taking the boxing around to the UK, bro.
You should.
I'm ready to
Why
fucking
not?
fix that shit over there, bro. Get some good sparring over there, man. I'll take a couple people up there.
what's up, Paul Daly? Hit us.
All right.
Yeah, but no, to me, I want to see Quigley win, and hopefully he comes out and makes a statement, knocks him out. He's been asking for those top 10 middleweights. He wants to be a champion. This is the time. This is what the sink or
This
swim in
time
a
to
sense.
shine.
He needs to come out and make it a clear victory.
All right, so I say Quigley decision. Quigley decision? Decision? Decision?
Decision. I want to see a knockout, but decision.
Okay, I just want to give big shout outs because there's a lot of people in that card. Charles Huerta's coming back. Charles Huerta's fighting. Marlene Esparza's fighting. Carlos Morales is fighting. And Aaron McKenna.
How come they're not doing a shout out to the card on this one, the undercard? It's a. Good
I'm going to do it right now, girl.
Okay.
Chill out.
We're gonna predict.
Damn! You're trying to go to the...
Shout out to Marlene Esparza. Obviously, they want equal pay. It's tough when it has to do with boxing.
Exactly.
If it's a regular job, office job, equal pay, I'm all for that. But when you're not selling tickets, when you're not selling
Damn, you are
They make the money.
no, because she wants to get a bigger payday. And trust me,
That's like saying I want to
I've
get
been
paid.
in Houston where she's been, and no one recognized her, and I've been next to her. So again, if you
They
want,
recognize you, not her.
no, they recognized Adriana, sadly, in a sense, because they didn't recognize Marlene Esparza. She was but again, she's an Olympian.
Nobody recognizes me, bro.
No,
No, wait,
I recognize
wait,
you. I don't worry
wait,
about it.
Thank you.
But again, equal.
He's like, I want you to say something.
I want equal pay, but it's tough to say that in
Exactly.
boxing. And I just want to say.
You can't say, "Hey, I want to get paid the same as Manny Pacquiao." When
But T-Rex says the same thing, though.
They all
No,
do.
but trust me, we told her she wants to be ranked top 10 in the male. It's tough to make the pound for
T-Rex.
pound list. You can do that in female now. I mean, she's
The pace's not gonna be the same.
She's selling decent
Not gonna be the
tickets.
same.
She's on TV. She's generating views. It's gonna take a lot of time, but for Clarissa Shields, it's an uphill battle.
Now,
And
you
if
have to look at
someone
the
could close
percentages.
The gap, it's
For
her.
female, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
Now, look,
she gets views.
I think that other chavo, the one that's La Cobra, like we need fighters like women fighters, no Cobra. We need
I
women
don't know.
fighters. They knock out people. You know what I mean? I think that's
Well,
what
Katie
female
Taylor.
boxing. Oh, Katie
Katie
Taylor.
Taylor's one of
But
them,
Katie
yeah.
Taylor also had a hard time the last.
Yeah, but I mean, just that girl was no joke.
No.
No.
Not
Yeah, she was 30 something and won, and she had to defend her title like 18, 20 times. It was a close fight. To me, even Katie Taylor probably lost, but again, it was a good fight.
I agree with you.
But again, to be able to get those kind of money and kind of those, there's only 3 people in boxing. It's First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Breakers, Clarissa Shields, and Katie Taylor. Besides that,
That's it.
everyone else, even Seniesta's closing the gap a little bit, but again, she needs to get a world title. She needs to be headlining a bigger cards than at the Avalon and get that going.
One more fight before we get to the card that you guys want to talk about so bad.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna go with
good.
the DAZN card in London because DAZN pays the bills sometimes,
Nice.
right? To you guys. All right, so we're gonna go with Dylan White versus Oscar Rivas. What we got on that one?
good fight, man.
That's a great fight.
But I'm
I like
going-
that
I'm
fight.
going Dylan
It's
White.
announced. Yeah.
I'm glad they put that on the zone because it was questionable if it was going to be in the zone. So again, now we're able to tune in. Oscar Rivas, unbeaten heavyweight Colombian
Right.
out of Canada. He's making a name for himself. He's able to come out and get this win against Dillian White, who has looked better since losing against Anthony Joshua.
Right.
Again, it's a 50-50 fight. I think Dillian White has enough to beat Oscar Rivas. He's the perfect opponent to kind of make a case, and hopefully the WBC gives him a shot. At that.
That's what I heard, bro. I heard if he wins this fight, he gets a WBC mandatory.
He's been a mandatory for years now. bro.
But I thought that fight with Tyson Fury was already signed, the rematch.
Yeah.
So Wilder fights Ortiz, then he fights Fury,
Yeah.
and then
And
he
he's
might
a
lose.
mandatory.
He might lose
They're
to
just gonna
Fury.
they're just gonna do another eliminator. They're gonna get another 2 heavyweights are gonna be eliminators, and then that's
So,
Jillian.
so poor Dylan White has to go through 2 more fights in order for him to get a shot at the title.
yeah. Well, he should have taken the rematch when it was offered for Anthony Joshua.
Alright.
He wanted a bigger payday. Now he's on the shelf in a
Alright.
sense
Alright,
to get a
gotcha.
world title. There's only 2 champions at the heavyweight division, so it's tough to get a crack at a world title. Wilder's already scheduled. He's already busy until next year. So
One of the champions is here, Legends. I always say that.
All right, yeah. Ooh. You were good.
I made sure I squeezed it in again.
yeah, no, Andrew Reed, shocked the
Andrew Reed.
world.
Yeah, no reason. Yeah.
All right, so
I was happy to be there in attendance and see him live. So
Dylan White,
Dylan White, I like
Dylan
him. Yeah.
KO, everybody KO? Or decision? Decision?
I think a decision.
Decision?
I think he needs a KO.
He
I want to
needs
see a KO. I think he wins by a KO.
Decision?
I'll say decision. Yeah.
I say
Wait.
decision.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
it's a
go with
heavyweight fight.
KO. Today
It's
the
a heavyweight
Eagles are
fight.
together.
It's a heavyweight
We're gonna go
fight.
KO.
Yeah,
Dylan White has to get a KO. Yes, Jay Alonso, Teofimo Lopez is fighting on ESPN, but
Cool. I gotta take a leak, guys.
But it's a title eliminator.
it's a title limit. But
it's
do I need to bring it up? I
Yeah.
think the other cards better
Yes.
stack way more.
But it's the day before. Just a quick,
Real fast.
quick
Real fast?
ESPN. Yeah.
Okay, who is he fighting? Somebody give him to me.
Japanese dude.
Takanawa.
Takanawa?
I don't know, but it sounds like.
God damn, dude! I was like, what?
This Japanese.
Wow.
You got me, bro. I was like, what is
Yeah, I don't know his name.
This Japanese guy can speak.
No, he's a,
Doesn't
he's
speak
a,
Spanish, like Camera.
No, but only the bad words, I think.
Yes.
But what does he say? No, what's his name?
I'll look him up.
Yeah, look him up.
No,
All right,
no,
we're gonna do a
but he-
prediction
but
on
he's-
Teofimo
but-
Lopez. Since you guys want me to do, but is Teofimo Lopez the next big thing?
I mean, if you, I know you're gonna say, "Oh, the sparring video." Again,
I didn't. I'm gonna tell
I
you.
don't believe. I
They
don't-
sent me that video. I didn't
Nakatani.
post it, bro.
Nakatani.
I think he's a really talented kid. I mean, he's on the fast track, and I like what Top
Rank is doing with him.
Yeah, they have been putting him in the because he's knocking people out. Exactly what you said. For females,
Right.
they need to do that, but he's knocking people out in dramatic fashion. Dramatic fashion.
He's giving people the show. I mean,
Yeah.
you tune in. This is entertainment business. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys that actually comes out and tries to make a statement.
Yes.
Put up a show. If you buy tickets, you're hiring money. He actually wants to give you a show. So again, he's still young, 15 and 0. Still has a few holes defensively, but
Right.
again, he could be that.
He's a sucker for the fucking straight.
He
he's-
passes the eye test, but now we need to see him against a guy that's gonna crack him and land a punch on him. The guy that's gonna
He's
drag him to the
tested.
distance. He needs to be tested.
That's
Yeah.
when we know. Once he,
Yeah.
to me, he's gonna knock out this Japanese dude. Don't even bother looking up the name. He's gonna get knocked out.
No, he already got it. He got it.
Masayoshi Nakatani.
Yeah, I told you.
Masanoshi Nakatai.
Sort of.
So I'm gonna make my prediction. Teofimo Lopez by KO.
Yeah, by early knockout.
Early
4 rounds.
knockout. Yeah.
Damn!
I know.
We're even going KO. Now we're going early.
I was
Shit.
gonna say 5. I was gonna say because he wants to just end it early.
Oh fuck, dude, yeah.
Whoa.
No, I mean he's undefeated. I mean he's the IBF mandatory for a Sam. So again, it's it's eliminator.
Who
But
you
I'm-
got, Xavier?
Dude, no, I got Teofimo Lopez, but don't count the Japanese out, man.
What?
They're warriors.
Motherfucker, that's
What's
I'm just
his
saying.
record? What's his record?
That's your favorite
What's his
line,
record?
bro.
His record is
18 and
18 and 0, 12 knockouts.
Oh, 12 knockouts.
I-
Okay.
5'11" and a half, 71 inch
I
reach.
looked him up on YouTube. He has a couple fights. He's okay. I mean he's not a bad fighter, but again I think.
Oh shit, Rico giving us that fucking
Teofimo's
breakdown.
at a different class. Now Teofimo, if he passes the test, now this is a simple test. The next test
Come.
against Comey, the guy who hits like a mule, then if he's able to take those big shots, then that's when you know, okay, this guy's
He's a real deal.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we talked about that. Now we're gonna get to the car that Cynthia couldn't wait.
Rigo too. We've been.
Oh, Rico too. You couldn't
hello?
wait for that car?
Yeah, John is working
It's
it,
a
of
good
course,
one.
working it for Fox. So
Here we go, guys.
We gotta pump it
on
up, too.
Fox pay-per-view. Adrian is gonna be helping out on that one, right?
Yeah, she'll be in Vegas all week. So yeah,
Oh, are you gonna go to Vegas?
come on, of course.
No.
No, but all week.
No,
I'm going
not
all
a week. No,
I'm
not a
rolling.
week.
I'm
I'll be there Wednesday, come back on Thursday, and then I'll fly back again on Friday.
Damn, this motherfucker has a private jet and shit, dude.
Yeah, no, thanks for letting me on.
All right, so let's start with which one you guys want to start with? Let's start with the Omar. No, Luis Neri versus Juan Carlos Payano.
Ooh, I love
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. Payano he got straight out knocked the fuck out against Inoue the monster.
Knockout of the year for us, 2018. Yeah.
And this is the fight I want to see. Inoue against Luis Pantera Neri.
my God.
You know, the Japanese people hate Luis Neri. We know the history, what happened. We're going to Japan, overweight, beating out his champion. Now,
That was hilarious.
he can't fight in Japan. I don't even know if he can visit Japan.
No, he's bad.
He's
He's bad.
banned.
He's
Oh, he
bad.
ain't
No,
going
he
down.
can't go.
Terrible.
He can't even set foot in Japan.
So
Though.
again, I want to see Luis Neri come out, make a statement. Again, this is his second fight with PBC. He has a 4-fight contract.
Okay.
So again, this is the fight that he wants to come out and make a name for himself. He's coming out of knocking out Mike Williams, one of the twins.
McDonald's? No, I mean,
Mike
Williams, wait, no mommy, we had him on the show, bro.
Mike Williams.
Hi,
Oh, we did.
Adriana.
I'm sorry,
Your wife
sorry.
is saying hello.
Saludos.
Oh, Adriana is there. Hola.
Hello.
So again, this is to me. I'm looking forward to see Luis Neri. Luis Neri could be one of those
Badass.
top 5 Mexican fighters.
Here we go. I'm gonna say Luis Neri, but you say he beats Inoue? I got the monster on that
I
one,
got
bro.
the
I
monster.
don't know. We'll see.
You see
Luis Neri is not a pushover. He's not.
No, I'm not saying he's a
he's not going to
pushover.
go away easy. And just like Teofimo, what is he? I got a new favorite right now too as well. But what does he do when a guy doesn't go away and he's fighting you back and he's But I got Nettie by knockout as well.
Yeah, no, Nettie. I got Nettie by knockout too. What do you got?
5 rounds.
Nettie knockout too? Nettie, everybody? Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to go with Sergey Lipinets versus John Molina Jr. John keeps on getting fights, bro. What's up?
Well, it's crazy.
Action.
He's fighting actually. He's also on the card with Omar Figueroa, who, you know, a lot of people had him winning when they fought at LA Live at the Microsoft
Yeah.
Theater. It's a good fight. Again, Lipinets, you know, Joe, he gave Mikey Garcia a hell of a fight.
Yeah,
even though he lost his world title 140. Now he's at 147. He says he feels comfortable with his weight class. He just retired. That other dude from Washington D.C. I forgot his name.
Peterson.
Lamont Peterson. So again, he's coming. He's trying to make a statement. Again, if he beats John Molina, he might actually get Keith Thurman as a first title defense.
Dude, this is
Yeah, 147. Who else is there at 147?
Rico Butte is a fucking...
Man, it's gonna be a great fight, man. This fight.
But again, that's an explosive fight. John Molina's not gonna go away.
Can
Exactly.
this
You gotta
fight-
put him away.
Can this fight steal the show?
Any of these fights could, depending.
No.
I think.
No, even if it's like first round murder, I don't know what it is. No, who wants to see? Yeah, you take the body out and then move on.
What do you got in that fight?
Oh, I got Lipinets.
Lipinets.
Yeah.
Lipinets is just,
Yeah.
he's
I'm gonna
a
have to go with
beast.
Lipinets too, but I mean,
Who do you guys living in?
I have Lipinets. I mean, did you see what he did to Mikey's face?
Yeah.
God, I mean, he could potentially do that to Molina.
I'm going to do this because John wants to be on the show. John, I'm doing this for you, man. I'm going to be the lone wolf here.
predict who you
I'm
think is gonna
going
win.
with John Molina.
You gotta earn points.
Yeah.
I like Molina.
I know I'm going to go with
I
John
like
because I
Molina.
think John has that one punch KO.
I'm always hooking him
And
up.
I think I'm going to... he could
It's not an easy- it's not an
he
easy
could get
decision.
one. He could get one in there.
He
You know
could
what I
get
mean?
You got pop.
He got pop, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gambling on that one, the one punch power.
that's
okay?
the fight you. That's the fight you put $1,000 on. Man.
Yeah.
It could be another Batista, John Molina, fight of the year. But again, no one's gonna steal the show from him.
All right.
Unless it's Newser, but
Here we
because
go.
Sergey's not like a. Molina has problems with boxers that move around and use the ring, and Sergey's gonna be right in front of you. Sergey.
He's a brawler. Yeah.
Yordenis Ugas versus Omar Figueroa. Who do we got?
I know it's a fight. They're all
Ugas just came off a
that
great
one,
fight.
that one, you know what? To me, I think I still give Omar Figueroa the edge.
You do?
He's the better fighter, better boxer, better brawler, in my opinion. Ugas, he gave a competitive fight against Sean Porter. To me, if he would have pressed the issue a little bit more, he would have won that fight, make it a little more clear. Omar Figueroa has a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't looked good the last few fights, and who knows if he's gonna make weight. Hopefully he makes 147. If he does, if he comes in shape, I think Figueroa by decision.
Virgil Ortiz Sr. says, "What's up? What's up, Virgil?"
August 10th.
Hey, August 10th, man. Let's get that W, man. Out in Texas.
Yeah, Grand Prairie, I will be there. So yeah, definitely tune in to Finoboxing.
Hey, le presté el jet again. Let him borrow the
See,
jet.
we'll be there. We'll be there. Why
Yeah,
not?
we'll be
Yeah.
there. Woo.
Sure.
Right there.
It's a good ass fight.
All right, so you got Figueroa.
Yeah, decision.
Decision. You got?
damn.
Okay, Cynthia, go ahead. He's still
Yeah.
thinking.
He's like thinking. I like Figueroa.
It's a good
I,
fight.
Figueroa on that one?
Yeah, I like Figueroa on this one. Well, you all right? Your brain looks. You look bewildered right now.
If Figueroa wins,
I
he
thought-
might get Errol Spence.
Oh, damn! Reno's just giving us the next
And
fight.
wait a minute.
He
And
beat Errol
he
Spence
beat
in amateurs.
And
So
he beat
yeah,
amateurs and amateurs.
So he's been out,
Because it's
he'll give him a
southpaw.
rematch.
Omar's a southpaw, right? So now we know that the southpaw stance might give Errol Spence problems, and that's why I say Crawford will beat him. But anyways, I'm gonna go with Dennis in this fight. It's in boxing.
Who?
Cubano.
Dennis,
Dennis?
the Cubano, yeah.
Cuba.
You got Ugas?
Cuban boxers.
All right.
You're
You're gonna be the lone wolf on this one because we're all going with Omar Figueroa because I want to see that Spence Figueroa fight.
Hopefully he doesn't get in a DUI.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Damn!
Wow.
Damn! Way to go there, bro.
I'm just kidding.
It's like that was 3 years ago. But okay,
Yeah. Here we go, man.
His dad's a
I'm
good
gonna go to the next two fights, which I love. The next two fights, which one of them is Caleb Plant versus Mike Lee for the
Caleb Plant.
IBF belt that Mike Plant is holding for David Benavidez.
Caleb Plant.
Nah, K Plant, you know what? He had K Plant had a few holes a few years ago, but now he's a total package.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sharp.
¿Me lo estás vendiendo?
Sharp.
Should I
No.
buy him?
Yeah, hey, trust me.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Now you're good.
Like
Benavidez beat a comeback fight against what was I forgot the name of the guy. But anyway,
No, love.
yeah.
Jay Leon Love.
Jalen
Love.
Well, he looked terrible in
Much
that.
love. So again, you can't judge him by that. Again, he's had his own issues as well. I think Caleb Plant, this is a big fight for him. He's actually on the free portion of the Fox
Right.
telecast. First title defense since beating Uskategi. He's he wants those are champions at 168, and I think he wins by knockout.
He wins by knockout?
Yeah, against Mike Lee.
Caleb Plant.
Like the brothers say, Caleb is nice. Yeah, he's a nice boxer, man. Isn't he? No, honestly,
Like the brother says,
he's like a textbook fighter, man. Everything he does. So I'm going Caleb Plant. Yeah.
KO?
And it's gonna be an awesome fight because Mike Lee's gonna come in to bang and fight. So I'll go stoppage, Caleb Plant. And a lot of respect for Caleb Plant. He lost his daughter not too long ago, and then his mother after he won. I mean, that takes a lot of mental strength to do that.
And he's still fighting?
And he's still fighting.
He fights
So
for that.
there's nothing gonna push this guy easily to the side. So
I agree. Caleb Plant is very, very passionate, and after that last fight, he's not going to give those belts up. He's not, and I'm curious to see how Mike Lee's going to fight coming down in weight. I don't know if I rate him in that sense, but Caleb Plant is
the real deal. What did you say? What did you say? Like the brothers say, he's nice.
No, he's just. I think he's he learned in his last fight that he can't get a little too eager because I see he fights with passion, and I know why, but he's not ready to give this up because he said it. Mike Lee's coming in to take my house, so if I lose my belt, I have no home to go to, and I can't have that. So he's very passionate in everything he says.
Yeah, you can tell he studies in the mirror.
Yeah.
Practice. Yeah, no, obviously, it's a speech. Again, I like him though as a fighter. I think he's gotten better. Before he used to be more of a boxer, but now he's bringing that punch.
He's more of a total.
He gives a really good
package,
show.
like the brother say.
He's a total package, bro.
All right. So I'm gonna go with Caleb Plant, like everybody's going with Caleb Plant.
How about the heavyweights, man?
The heavyweight. Who's fighting the heavyweights, bro? Tell me.
No, you tell me. No,
I don't.
heavyweights?
Who was the heavyweights fighting?
The next future Hall of Fame. I mean, world champion, F.A. Akbar. The heavyweight, the Nigerian dude.
You don't have that on your list.
I don't have that on my list.
Yeah, he's the opening. He's actually the opening of the Fox, a regular free portion, the co-main event for the Caleb Plant. There's a guy who's fighting another
the Nigerian nightmare, bro.
Another undefeated fighter. This guy's taking big test after big test.
That's the guy that made that guy walk out of the ring, right?
But
that one he got in the ring and left.
Yeah, he left, right?
Yeah. He looked at him. He's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
I like that guy from the UK more though. Daniel Dubois.
Oh, the one that just fought. Dubois.
I like him.
The 21-year-old.
The 21-year-old.
It was good.
I like this guy better, bro. Nigerian nightmare.
From what Ron is shooting,
because you see him all big and
he's a real deal.
He could be the. We'll see. He's been passing the test.
Okay, and my Tocayo, let me know. I think what they're doing is they're building this guy. I mean, I don't doubt that he's powerful. I don't think
promote
he's
him,
good, but just in case Wilder runs out of opponents, because he doesn't get that fight with Fury, he doesn't get all those big fights, then he's gonna have a guy that he could fight in his own stable. You think I have the right information?
Well, you know what? F.A. Akbar doesn't want that fight next anyway. He's trying to wait a couple years.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying
he's still young, 11-0, 12-0, something like that. But he's been knocking everyone out.
Speaking of, sorry to cut you off. How about Joe Joyce? I think that guy is not what they're hyping him to be. He's terrible, man.
He looked okay. He's
slower than molasses on a cold day.
He looked more lean. If you notice that, it's like the last fight he looked like a man or young man, and then the other day he looked like a man, more chiseled.
What the fuck do I look like?
So he was the right choice to leave Abel.
No, he moved. Because he wanted to go and work. He wanted to be back home, and Abel couldn't be in UK. So he always wanted to train with Adam Booth, and he got Adam Booth. And I think it's only one fight with Adam. He still is lacking on angles. He's still a little slow, but he looked better. He looked better.
But he's always been slow. I mean, you can't take speed.
Yeah, but he's gonna suffer against the elite heavyweights. He ain't gonna win the title.
But again, he's at that age that he needs to kind of.
He has to step it on the gas.
He only has so much time left, so he needs to take these big fights, these big gambles.
I don't want to know about Joe Joyce, man. I want to know about Manny Pacquiao.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. My prediction. Let's go.
I thought you gave your prediction already.
No, I haven't.
Okay, what is your prediction?
My prediction for Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman is, drum roll, I'm going to say it. Manny Pacquiao gets it in the 8th round TKO. Let's go.
You putting money on that or no?
Huh?
You put money on it?
$1,000.
Yeah,
By knockout?
Yeah. TKO.
By knockout.
TKO.
So you give me the decision.
Wait a minute. Manny has not knocked out somebody out.
TKO.
TKO.
Still a knockout.
And
If the guy gets TKO and then back out, he's gonna get knocked out.
I got him. An 8.
I got Keith Thurman by decision.
Keith
8-4.
Thurman by decision.
8-4.
Like I said earlier on, the only reason why we're having this roundtable, the only reason why I'm on Box Strictly looking at fights and videos is because of Manny's age. But I'm still gonna give him the fight. I still think Manny's gonna take it. He's gonna outwork him. He's gonna be too fast for him. Manny Pacquiao by decision.
I have Pacquiao by decision. You have 8-4. I have 9-3. At least both ways. Yeah, 9-3, 9-3.
Wow, that's
Damn.
a lot.
But
I mean,
I have a decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
just,
my tocayo will be the lone wolf on this one.
Yeah, well,
Now I'm worried about the judges though.
who are the judges? Have they announced it?
it's CJ Ross, Adeline Burr. I'm kidding.
Oh, shit. I was like, looking at you.
And
Did
Stevie
you see
Wonder.
where
CJ
Robert
Ross
Berg?
was the
And
judge
Stevie
who
Wonder.
gave Canelo a draw against Mayweather.
I did mention Aaron McKenna. He's going to be fighting
Oh, yes,
Thursday
he is.
on Ring TV. Make
Yeah.
sure you guys catch it
I
on
like
Facebook.
him. I like
All right?
him. The
Carol,
silencer.
I did mention it. You
The
missed
Guru
it.
is that Guru?
No. That's Aaron McKenna.
I just-
I guess it's that.
No, I like Aaron McKenna.
I do.
Stevie
The
McKenna,
Salmon
great guys,
Assassin.
great kids. I met Stevie the other day.
Here we go, guys.
He's
Give me
more
your
of a
final
professional.
shout-outs, and let's get going.
Why are you wrapping us up already?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up, man.
We're 2 hours in.
Ooh.
Alright.
Final shout out. Manny's gonna take it home.
No. Give me your shout-outs. Who do you want to shout out?
Oh.
Any people?
To everyone, thanks guys for watching. Thanks. We're gonna find out. He's gonna go bald. He's gonna
Oh,
go bald.
yeah.
I think he's gonna go. Not even the beard. He's
Go
gonna.
ball. That's gonna go ball.
No, but he picked Manny.
Yeah.
Oh, you said
I
if
didn't
Thurman
know you
wins.
picked Thurman.
If Thurman wins
I think
by
you should just
knockout,
shave it.
by
Period.
knockout,
Oh.
I'm shaving.
Fully shaved.
Oh, okay.
What bald?
Head to toe.
Yeah, that's toe. All right.
Yeah, just
So,
watch all
where
my-
can they follow you?
The Real Fight Girl and also Cynthia_Conte on Twitter.
Everybody, Finoboxing across the board, and then you can follow Adriana_sports on Instagram as well.
All right. With that being said, thank you for joining us this Monday. And this was the Boxing Rundown. See you guys next Monday from a special place we're going to have. It might be 2 hours because there's going to be a lot of fighters with
Like
us.
this one.
Like this one's just 2 hours. Dog.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey,
go ahead,
you better
man.
pay me.
3 hours.
You better pay me
Sit it up.
overtime.
Another great show, guys. Thank you, Pedro.
Yes.
What's up?